Yeah.
Y'all know what it is. Breeze Omega.
Check it. I wrote this hopeless.
Filled with the dominance.
Frappuccino flow. Yeah, you know who the codist is.
Filled with the dominance.
Grandma screaming bingo while we playing for the win. From the pachinko parlors back to where the plots begin. Five that Cinco rocks round your head, we see the dots. Movement mechanical, dancing like in casino bots. New Jack City vibes, watching how that Nino plots. He ain't a gangster, he just knows the local spots. But now we singing to the feds, talking to the cops, chasing after clout. Why? Is that how you get your props? Now you're locked away, someone else took your slot. That ain't a circle, it's a pit where the bodies rot. I wrote this hopeless, filled with the dopiness, Frappuccino flow, yeah. You know who the codist is. Grandma screaming bingo while we playing for the win. From the pachinko parlors back to where the plots begin. Yeah. I wrote this hopeless. Immerse you in the heat, dead in the desert sand. That's what the thirst do when you're in a lonely land. Steel walls, iron talons, now they can't hurt you. Cause you've been through the fire, you know what that hurt do. Popping the perk, stop, tell me what's the worth, dude. I'm mapping out the earth, longitude and latitude. Dungeon explorer, checking all your attributes. Can you form a strategy, build up a battle group? You ain't ready for war. Survive any and all when they come to battle you. Or run to the forest like the frightened tattle do. You were afraid, that's why the rhythm scattered you. Boom, boom, boom. Now the legend splattered too. Clear the street, but you survived the hit, so I'm not mad at you. I respect you. You brought the intel back, just like you had to do. Death before dishonor, that's why I clapped at you. Weapon with the body, in the residue. Words are illegible, the beat stock's incredible. Living through the detox, healing in the medical. I'm glad you made it back, glad you made it home. We're finally all grown, seeds planted in the stone. Yeah. FB. Breeze Omega.
Yeah. FBA. Breeze Omega. You focused on the old me. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm different, but y'all focused on the old me. The Laker dynasty, the Shaq and the Kobe. Perpetual oyster, yeah, that's the rollie. You riding waves, chasing dicks like Moby. Yeah, I'm in the dark, sounding like a shinobi. Yeah, in your heart, I'm the one that you know, G. Filler packs and the scats with the OGs. Built it on a pillar, not a funeral pie. Breathe, scat pack screaming, on par on the tide. You should have seen the truth straight through the wire. No country for old men. No one's gonna hire. You feeling the sweat, wet with perspire. Truth teller, but they calling me a liar. Foundational black walking straight through the fire. I see the snakes, I see them shed skin. They're banging on the gates of hell, let them in. Tears of a clown, but I'm still smiling. Volume at a 10 while the world stays silent. Go ahead, let them spit words like Letterman. Foundational black, call me a veteran. Banging on the doors of hell, let them in. I seen the snakes, I seen them shed skin. Try to get close like they next to kin, but they messy with the games they playing. Burrito styles, I'm only one of many. Needles child, and I ain't falling for a penny. Keeping down, but it's so proud. They hate the black, cause we so loud. So I turn up the volume, Percocet, Oxy, Valium. Tears of a clown, keep the smile in the stadium. Blame it on my phone while you keep asking. I'm a king in the dark, y'all just acting. Truth teller, but they calling me a liar. Foundational black walking straight through the fire. I see the snakes, I see them shed skin. They're banging on the gates to hell, let them in. Tears of a clown, but I'm still smiling. Volume at a 10 while the world stays silent. But they calling me a liar. Foundational black walking straight through the fire. I see the snakes, I see them shed skin. They're banging on the gates of hell, let them in. Tears of a clown, but I'm still smiling. Volume at a 10, world stays silent.
Fall into the atmosphere. Breeze will make a let's go.
I'm sitting here weightless, light years from the basic. Up by the moon, spaceship parked in the matrix. Time shifting, facelift, watching how the fakes was trapped in the atmosphere. No atlas to lift the sphere, then I woke. Falling through the atmosphere. Yeah.
Falling through the atmosphere. Falling through the atmosphere.
She didn't understand the mental. The visual was blurry. I'm leaning, I'm seeing central. Perception, distance is growing. I'm cosmic curry. Don't worry, the vision is blurry. The jury is out on the flurry. The sin and act, it's like you don't know me no more. The vibe is for sure pure, like the bond between Bach and the Fanny Shakur. That's matriarch energy. I'm bleeding out empathy. You screaming, you don't like it? Well, the pressure is a gift. I'm in the zone now. Watch how the tectonic plates shift. Truth teller, no capping. Keep the record near. Look in my eyes. I'm the captain. The message is clear. I'm alone in this vacuum. Whoa, hard cold as the air, trapped in the atmosphere, anywhere. I'm sitting here weightless, light years from the basic. Up by the moon, spaceship parked in the matrix. Time shifting, facelift, watching how the fate twist. Trapped in the atmosphere, no atlas to lift the sphere. Then I woke.
Falling through the atmosphere.
Thinking I could break stones, tectonic to make it home. Took a little bit of that just to leave the world alone. I fell in the zone, barbaric strength like Conan. Keep the snakes and the kids or whoever you boning. The theology is deep, but don't kill me, makes me stronger. The fall is eternal, felt the days getting longer. Couldn't tell the AM from the PM, the sun from the moon. Praying to the most high, get me out the tomb. Longevity, hoping I might hit the turf. Football, Jesus touchdown in the light. I'm in the clutch now, survive the rush now. Let's kick the atmosphere, the dust is settled now. I hear my seed screaming, Daddy, we glad you're here. But the dream is a meal that I woke. Back to the plumbing. Back to the atmosphere. No atmosphere. Just me.
Yo, what it do, what it do. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a great one on this Juneteenth Eve. This is your brother Breeze Omega. Omega, that's Breeze. Shout out to the family out there. Diamond, appreciate you for coming through. Only One Just Jay, Young Riaz. I hope you're having a great one. As you can see, Free Chud, they are chimping out. Chud the Bussy just found out more bad news. His bail has been revoked after they done discovered more crimes committed by this dude. It's like, this is who y'all want to uphold to and talk about self-defense and stand your ground. This is the type of person y'all put up where the judge is just going through his background now and just finding all types of criminal activity that went on with Chud the Bussy. And so now Chud the Bussy has had his bail revoked. He's got a couple of new charges. And yeah, his people are starting to chimp out. They going crazy over there. If you was on Reddit today, boy, hey, we was every N-word in the book. We ain't got nothing to do with it. This is between him and the white judge, and the white judge is giving him the business, and Chud the Bussy can't take it. Boy, if you saw his face in that courtroom, boy, he looked like this shit really woke him up. See, niggas like talking shit about jail till they get put in jail. That's the first thing. If you a free person and you like being free, even if you're in Nabisco, when you get put in that motherfucking greater confinement, your ass gonna find out that shit ain't nothing to be joked about. So Chud the Bussy is getting a level in civility, I guess, if that's what we want to call it. But yeah, it's not going so well for Chud the Bussy. Pretty bad for him. So, well, he's going to be in hunky hell. That's what he wished for, and he's going to get. Now, we want to get to this other story. If you all know, if you're not in the Iraq, or you're not living in black conservative land where you don't see nothing that happens to black people, then you might have not heard of this story. But the story of young Cohen Wiley being unalived by the police. We want to get her mother's side from this because everybody, been having this, that, and the third to say. But let's go ahead and let the mother speak. It'll be a shorty. I think I might got more from her, but we'll take the shorty first. Go ahead, sister.
It was me, my son, and another friend of mine was at Walmart. As we was leaving out the Walmart, they tried to stop her, but I kept walking because it was me, my son, and another friend of mine was at Walmart. As we was leaving out the Walmart, they tried to stop her, but I kept walking because it had nothing to do with me. By the time me and my baby got in the car, she came, and then when we was backing up, they was running out the come. I raised my baby up because they with guns. She my baby up trying to show them that he was in the car. So she was backing up and she hit a car. By the time I sat my baby down, it was like 3 to 4 shots. One of the shots hit him in his rib cage. And we left and went to Sentobia hospital where he was pronounced dead.
the mother of a 1-year-old boy in a live-in last weekend's shooting involving Sentobia. Police officers is speaking publicly for the first time. Valencia Wiley, represented by civil rights attorneys Ben Crump and Van Turner, released a video Wednesday. She said she and a friend were leaving Walmart when officers stopped her friend. Wiley said she continued walking because it had nothing to do with me. Wiley said her friend then got into the car and they started to drive away. After seeing officers draw their guns, Wiley said she lifted Cohen up, trying to show them that he was in the car. She said her friend was driving toward the other side of the lot, away from the officers. By the time I sat my baby back down, it was like 3 or 4 shots.
They didn't care. I believe they saw that baby and they did not give a damn because, like I said, if this is what these people do, they now use this rule. If you move your car anywhere, I call this the Robin Good rule. Well, if it was good for this white woman, it's damn sure going to be good for anybody black. So we need to be careful. Remember what the 3 rules Neely Fuller Jr. said: don't fuss, don't fight, and don't flee. Because under this system of white supremacy, you're subject to have any type of thing happen to you. Not blaming these young sisters of any sort because there's still no charges. If they so-called was stealing, there's been no charges filed, no nothing. So that's a telling sign to me right there. Because I remember when them young brothers got shot in the Walmart by that undercover police. They gave them charges. That happened down in Florida. That was like a couple of years ago in Florida when they shot the 3 young men in Walmart, and they only had a damn BB gun. Albeit they shouldn't have had a damn BB gun in there, but damn, he still shot them and unalived them, but they still gave those people charges, even though, you know what I'm saying, with this case right here in Mississippi, there's been no charges. And so, as we've seen, she said, look, she kind of picked the baby up to kind of try to show them that the baby was in the car, and they still fired on it. So that's just letting you know. Here was the scene that some of the family went down there to protest. What did you find, and they be fast if we don't get it. If we don't get it. So, as you can see, the people in Mississippi are really upset, as they should be. I'll tell you this much, they had the thugs out there. The thugs was out there. All them street niggas was out there. So, you know you done fucked up, police, when all the street niggas is out there, too. Let's go. They're going to Nabisco. Even the Nabisco's got something to say about it. We're going to hear from a bunch of Nabiscos
about the use of force in the Cohen Wiley case in the days to come. A 1-year-old shot dead in his car in Mississippi because his mom had the audacity to go to Walmart for some diapers. They're going to say she stole them. They're going to say she tried to flee. They're going to say that officer feared for their lives. And yet a 1-year-old is dead over a box of diapers. But then again, I suppose death is inevitable when existence is criminal. See, everybody's going to focus on this individual use of force by one officer, and they're not going to take a look at the bigger picture, the use of force that perpetuates systemic racism, the use of force that makes a box of Pampers so damn expensive that you are presumed to have stolen them because there's no way you could have afforded those. We have criminalized every aspect of Black existence in this country, and now a little boy is dead as a result. I've never had to go to the store and worry about whether or not one of my kids is going to get shot because they needed diapers.
Well, there you go. You have a Nabisco saying he has never had to experience that feeling of having to go to the store and feeling like he might get shot. So there you go. Either we're in a white supremacist nation or we're not. It's either yes or no. There's no in-betweens. There's no go-arounds. There's no beating around the bushes. Either we are in a system of depravity and white supremacy where we are being mistreated based on race, or we are not. What it do, Claude Van Dam? I'm going to show y'all a bunch of cases that have happened in the past month and weeks of Black people being put under this wicked system of white supremacy called racism. We shall see. Here's another Nabisco. Let's hear what he got to say.
I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to the Resistance. Yesterday in Sentobia, Mississippi, a 1-year-old child was shot, killed by the police. You know, I don't know anything about the demographics of the cops or the kid.
You know what the Democrat
they were too poor to afford diapers.
You hear this? Now notice what the white people are running with.
Police
they
received
were
a report for something.
Y'all not getting this part.
There was two adults and a child
listen to Nabisco's talk.
Seen running out of a Walmart.
Even when they think they got it right, they got it wrong.
And the cop said that
remember, they kept
car
saying
was coming at him.
Cyrus stole.
Funny thing
the water.
is, the bullets went through the side window of the car.
Remember,
1-year-old
they falsely called it a knife.
So at the end of the day,
Carmelo shouldn't have had a knife.
Is gone because mom couldn't afford diapers. This is America today, 2026. And where do you place the blame? There's going to be a lot of idiots
they don't
out
even
there.
sit
Mom
to
should have got a job.
That the story about
Mom
her
shouldn't have been
stealing diapers is untrue.
There was a box of diapers.
They don't even sit and listen long enough, family.
And a cop.
See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen to these people.
Over the cost of diapers.
Listen to them.
They knew
don't
that kid was
listen
in
long
the car.
enough. They just hear what they want to hear.
What kind of a cop
stolen,
into a car with kids in it?
Stolen.
There's no excuse. This is our America. How do we get here? I think part of it's because we've turned our police forces into gun-happy, shoot first, ask questions later law enforcement.
Race soldier.
I think part of it's because when you have federal agents gunning down Renee Good and Alex Preddy and others.
Look, here you go. Now it goes to Renee Good. I told you,
nothing happening to them because of it.
Pay attention.
They're setting the example. It's happening because we have a federal government who says, we don't care about the American people. We have to fund our military.
See, remember, Nabiscos don't never like the federal government on each side of the block.
Mom didn't have the money for groceries.
He's talking about the resistance. All by itself. Resistance of what?
It's just that at the end of the day, if our economy worked for all Americans instead of just the millionaires and the billionaires, if our economy was for all of the people, if our tax money went to serve all of the people instead of just the fucking oligarchs, then a 1-year-old kid wouldn't be dead because mom didn't have the money for diapers.
So you keep going on with this. Mom didn't have money for diapers.
We got to do better.
That's not true. That's not true. I want y'all to pay attention. This is why I'm playing some of these Nabiscos, because I want y'all to hear how they only hear one side of the story. So in their mind, it's already that she stole something, that she did something wrong that led to her baby. But apparently, if the government, if you could afford diapers, that wouldn't have happened to her baby. I'm telling you, even if it comes out that she paid for the diapers, as we hear now, that the diapers were paid for, they're still running with this stolen diaper thing. They can't even get the goddamn narrative correct. Yes, every mother should be pissed, especially when she showed the baby. Here's another Nabisco. I tell you, listen to what they got to say.
What kind of capitalistic hellscape are we living in where a reported shoplifting call over diapers ends with police gunfire and a 1-year-old child
It's
dead?
not racism to
His
them.
name was Cohen,
It's
and I am so
capitalism to them,
tired of
see?
hearing that police show up to
Y'all
de-escalate
better pay
situations
attention.
when
They're
time
not
and time
getting the same
again
story
we
we
all
get.
have to witness them doing the exact opposite. Because this wasn't some active shooter. This wasn't a hostage situation. It was a shoplifting call about diapers, and somehow that escalated to gunfire with a baby in the car that never gets a chance. Now, of course, police are already making excuses, and there is an investigation that needs to happen. But I need people to sit with the actual reality here. A 1-year-old child named Cohen is gone because an officer responding to a property crime determined that deadly force was necessary to potentially protect a pack of diapers. At some point, we have to ask what public safety even means when the smallest, most vulnerable person in the entire situation can't even make it out alive.
Supremacists trying to shift the narrative. Beware, black people, of these people with their crocodile smiles and their crocodile tears. Don't y'all be falling for this bullshit. They all come, oh, poor baby, but we can't mention that it's black or that this is racism. This is capitalism. This is the elite. This is the millionaires and the billionaires. Well, why all these other cases keep happening to black people? Why are there other white people openly saying, man, this shit is racism? If it's not racism, if it's just capitalism. You know how you solve that? If y'all keep saying it's just capitalism, if it's just capitalism, then why not pay us our reparations? And then that would solve this so-called problem that you act like y'all are so offended by. Oh, too poor. Oh, she's too poor to buy some diapers. That's what y'all like to go by. But once again, she never once said she was buying anything. Her friend was the one so-called buying diapers, not the mother who lost her child. Pay attention, family, because we got to really talk about these microaggressions. We got the tether out here trying to talk about putting slavery on the Nigerian accent makes it goddamn African. All types of crazy shit. And we got a lot of other cases that's been happening to black people. Black people trying to cash their federal checks, getting the police called on them. Anything black people been doing, they've been calling the police on black people. A paraplegic brother, they dragged him out of his damn car. He's telling them he can't stand up. And they yank him out the damn car and have him on the ground. This is the type of shit that they've been doing to black people. And yet, you see the Jasmine Crockett's and them all trying to slimily pull themselves out. They trying to out here talking about civil rights attorney Ben Crump. Ben Crump is not a civil rights attorney. He has done nothing for anybody's so-called civil rights. He's an ambulance chaser. Ben Crump is always around after the fact. Y'all not notice that? Civil rights was niggas like Martin and them. Johnny Cochran, who was there before things happened, who solved problems, who got people out of jail. Oh, and they got Floyd Mayweather too. They got Floyd Mayweather as well. Hold on, they fucking with my videos already. Because Restream just can't let a nigga keep going. They got to fuck up everything. And remember that case with the white guy who came up and shot up that Black People's Family Reunion? Well, go figure. This damn devil is the damn, either he's a fire chief or he's part of the fire department. And I've been warning y'all too, telling y'all about how racist the white fire departments are. So the hell with them. This is how a black person sees what happened to Cohen Wiley.
So last week, black people were told that our children's lives are worth less than a water bottle.
See, we putting it all
this
together.
Week, we're being told that our children's lives are worth less than diapers. A Mississippi police officer has shot and killed a 1-year-old, a child, a 1-year-old, a baby. Children's lives are worth less than diapers. A Mississippi police officer has shot and killed a 1-year-old, a child, a 1-year-old, a baby, over alleged diapers that the mom supposedly stole, but turns out were in fact not stolen, were paid for.
See the difference in the way a black person sees it?
America.
Y'all see that? You see how black people start putting 2 and 2 together, making 4? Then we realize, hey, she didn't even steal no damn diapers. Notice how she didn't keep on going about stolen diapers. In fact, the diapers weren't stolen, they were paid for. See the difference between the way we're talking about the story and the way I just played you 3 Nabiscos. What it do, Black RU 365? Okay. In the kitchen. What you cooking in the kitchen? I'm gonna have something popping for Juneteenth tomorrow. But that's the difference. Black people see it different. Here's that story about that
He is the
white
fire
guy.
chief. This just keeps getting worse and worse. Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer has only been charged with 1 count of aggravated assault after he allegedly drove past a family reunion in Leesburg, Georgia, screaming out racial slurs. And then he returned 5 minutes later wearing body armor and with an AR-15 style rifle and started shooting at the people present at that reunion. And the people present included children. He is facing 1 count of aggravated assault, and he's already been let out on a $5,000 bond. I started getting comments from people saying that he was the fire chief, and while a lot of articles are not mentioning that part, I did some digging and I found this from Robins Air Force Base, which lists Jeffrey Kinzer as the fire chief for 778 Civil Engineer Squadron. This all happened on June 7th, and by June 9th, Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer had been released on a $5,000 bond for that 1 count of aggravated assault. The family wants to see more serious charges, and so do many of us on the internet. How was this not attempted murder? How is there not a hate crime enhancement, considering that what is being alleged here is that he drove by yelling racial slurs, including the N-word, and this family did exactly what they should have done. They didn't even confront him in the beginning, which they would have had a right to do, but instead they called 911 to report someone riding by yelling racial things. And then before help could even arrive, 5 minutes later, that's when he allegedly showed up in that body armor and with a rifle and began shooting. Now, thank God, one of the family members present, Ramel Green, is a Marine veteran, and he was armed that day. So he opened fire back at the man who was, in my opinion, attempting to murder members of this family. Now, thank God, the only person hit by that gunfire was the suspect, Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer. So he was taken to the hospital, taken to jail, and then released. And we are hearing that there may be more charges that will come, more serious charges. It is now June 15th. So what are we waiting on? Where's an attempted murder charge? Where are multiple charges? Where is the hate crime enhancement? This is absolutely infuriating. Let me know your thoughts, and I will continue to keep you updated on this case.
So there you go. You have another case where a suspected white supremacist goes on a rampage, gets dealt with by lucky they had a Marine brother who was there. And that goes out to that white guy who was talking about how they would do so much to black people because so many of them in the so-called special forces and all this, that, and the third. Well, we got brothers and sisters who've been in the Marines, who've been in the Army. We've been in all types of special units in the Air Force, all that. So we can meet your force with force if we want to do it like that. But we not even talking that dumb shit. Y'all are the ones talking that bullshit. Because why? Your numbers are low. And the writing is on the wall. That's why you're trying to get all your immigrant buffers in line so you can get them to try to attack us. Man, a lot of these people already talking about they ready to leave the United States because it's collapsing. So you got tethers telling you exactly what they would do as soon as they feel as though the United States is collapsing and they're going to lose some resources. They're not trying to stick it up and build nothing. They just ready to get up and run on to the next place. So that's what you get with tethers and other immigrant classes. They just ready to get up and pack up and flee on to the next spot. So that's why I look at the Democrats. Very stupid that you would put your goddamn faith in a base like that. If you want these fleeing all over the place immigrants, then so be it, Democrats. It's going to be your own demise. You put up Kamala Harris again, y'all plan on losing again. That's just it. But more evidence that we are under a system of white supremacy. Here's that brother who I had catching that Chinese food restaurant. Here he caught another Chinese food restaurant.
Under. Check under. Is that a roach? Yo, is that a roach right there? Where? Pull that from under there. Hold on, let me see. What's this? What is this here? This meat?
Y'all eating in these places. Look at this, y'all.
Why you got the meat on the floor though?
They serving y'all. These are in black neighborhoods.
Huh?
That's the one thing I want you to know.
Wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute. I ain't gonna lie, that's... Oh my goodness. Yeah. We might have to shut y'all down. What the hell? And what meat is that, sir?
This one for cook.
How long has it been sitting out?
Just put for here the morning. This one just
okay, wait a minute, because you just cross-contaminated, sir. This is seafood, that's meat.
This shrimp, this is beef.
Okay, so that's shrimp and that's beef, and you just use that to touch that, sir. Yeah, you're up right now. I ain't gonna lie. Cross-contamination. Let's go ahead and check the freezer out. Make sure y'all ain't got no cats and dogs or nothing back here crazy. Oh, snap. What is this? This worms? What is this?
Y'all want to keep eating at these restaurants, man. It's on your own, my guy. You on your own. You on your own. These are in black neighborhoods. I just want y'all to know when he's doing these little restaurant pop-ups and he's showing up at these restaurants, they're in the black neighborhood. These people are operating in black neighborhoods. They got your food down on the ground underneath the goddamn grill. This is like, ugh. Y'all still want to eat Chinese food? Y'all still want to eat Chinese food? We're going to look at some other cases of shit that done happened to black people. Let's keep it going because, you know, and then some of y'all be like, oh, thank God for protecting my no, stop all that shit. Stop all that shit now. Stop all that shit now. Because you're all under the same goddamn system and you're praying to their God. That's just it, man. It's just crazy. And I find it that weird that, you know, shout out to Red Joker. I love this drawing. Red Joker always got some funny drawings. But yeah, they're chimping out over Chud. We're kind of taking, I actually like the way we're moving, even the way the brothers and sisters out in Mississippi did. They didn't let them get emotional. They had a goddamn sniper on top of the rooftop watching the family. So yeah, it's just all types of craziness. I want y'all to listen to what this mother said. She just went through dealing with the police in her neck of the woods.
I looked for 5 days for my son with no help from the Eufaula Police Department. No help. Me and my family in the rain on Mother Days. I walked around through woods.
Then Monday, in a muddy wooded area off of White Oak Church Road, their search ended in horror.
They basically burnt my baby, shot my baby, burnt them up and chopped them up.
Y'all hear that?
And you were the one that found.
Yes.
How does a father deal with that?
I'm dealing with it best I can right now.
I cannot imagine. My heart goes out to that family. We're going to keep in touch with this story. I thought it was really wild. They, you know, there was a longer version, but I didn't want to drag y'all for no 7 minutes on that. But they had to go around and search and find their child themselves. They said the police would not help them, nothing. That's once again makes me believe police might be involved in this case again. And they found their son unalived, pew-pewed, and dismembered and set ablaze. So this is the type, black people, this is the time you start being honest with your children. Y'all been letting a lot of these Gen Xers and millennials just think that, hey, man, it's just it's the big guy on the mountain or some goddamn millionaires or some elites, as they say. No, let your kids know. And all these people around you that are non-black have the potential to practice anti-black racism against you at any moment's notice. And you are subject to be a victim. That's what you need to be telling your child, because you are a victim of reoccurring white supremacy, which is racism. Happens all day, every day. Either you're going to be honest or you're not. Your child might end up being a damn victim. Here's a mother, her son was being implicated in a damn so-called police shooting.
I thank God for protecting him and covering him and keeping him. What could have went bad didn't go that way.
For Avis Grant, Monday is a day she would never forget.
I was just glad I got my name cleared.
Her son, 19-year-old Zacharian McGee, was accused of being a part of the officer-involved shooting in Mount Olive. She and her son both learned the news when they received the blue alerts on their phones. He was one of the first two people named as a suspect.
Then it come through on my phone, and that's when I started panicking.
But they both say committing such a crime was impossible because he was nowhere near the scene. McGee and his mother tell us he was at home in McGee, Mississippi the entire time.
I was around my other people's house in the apartment complex around the corner, right down the street by the school. And I had just got there, and not even 20 minutes later, I had seen the alert, but when I seen it, I ain't know what to do right then. I knew I had to call, get in touch with somebody to figure out how my name got up in this situation.
Out of concern and for his safety, McGee turned himself in to police. But when he got there, though,
they were confident that it was me. After I explained to them where I was and where I've been all day, they let me go.
He was later cleared of all accusations. So the question is, how did an innocent teen end up on a statewide blue alert?
I cannot tell you how his name came up, but it came up as a lead, as a suspect, and he was mistakenly identified. If you look at his picture, they did resemble somewhat.
How can you mistake somebody for somebody else? And the difference is literally night and day. I feel like confirmation should have been before they sent that alert out.
Yeah, he did not even. It's funny that they didn't even show what the other guy looked like, because the other guy did not look nothing like this brother. The other guy was fat. He had locks. That's the only thing they could say was similar, that the other guy had locks. But he was a fat guy, and this is a skinny brother. And to them, he looked the same. Did y'all heard them just say that? But yeah, once again, it's not about race, is it? Welcome to Sentobia, Mississippi. Everything is like that. Sure, got to be elitism and capitalism and not racism. Let's keep it going. Here's a sister. She couldn't even get her damn check cashed.
A check from the United States Treasury, and it's not a small one.
$24,158.14.
More than $24,000. Charlotte Warren says she brought the check to this Naperville bank branch on April 17th. She went back the next day with her daughter to check on the availability of the money and got odd responses.
Any type of money you're supposed to get checks
no, you don't
from
have
the
an
government,
account.
get it
It's a government
deposited
check.
automatically.
It's easy to verify. Her funds should be available right now.
Well, it's nothing we can do.
Remember, it's Charlotte's disabilities, which include severe asthma, that led to this large check. The Warrens still remained in the dark. Where's the check? Where's the money? Charlotte's legal team, including Gail Eisenberg, tried to negotiate with Bank of America. But when the financial giant ignored them, they sued.
We certainly believe that it was intentional discrimination. This is a U.S. Treasury check. So the circumstances under which a hold would have been appropriate are, confounding.
For a woman already on disability, where added stress can fuel her asthma, these last 7 weeks have been a nightmare.
Yeah, so you can see, once again, clearly that's not about race, right? Clearly, if any of these Nabiscos would be so kind-heartedly to come up here to the chat and explain to me how all these cases I keep pulling up have nothing to do with race, since we're the ones always bringing up race, but something racial is always happening to Black people. Can you explain it to me, Mr. Nabisco, Mr. Chad, Mrs. Becky? Can you explain why all these bad things keep happening to Black people every damn day? Not every other week, every damn day now. You got all kinds of shit going down, happening to Black people. Here's that shit with what is his name? That it? Hold on. Hold on. Even the tether freak had to speak on the Carmelo. Even a tether had to realize how racially exposed this damn case is, but we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, y'all tell me, as we go into Juneteenth tomorrow, and we sit here and we watching them do disrespectful things like raise the goddamn LGBT flag right underneath the foundational Black American Juneteenth flag. Just disrespectful things like that.
The United States is definitely profoundly founded on this idea of white supremacy. There's no two ways about it. It had to be. Because how else could you justify? The United States is definitely profoundly founded on this idea of white supremacy. There's no two ways about it.
There's a white guy telling y'all.
Because how else could you justify in your mind, I'm going to take this land from these Native Americans, and then I'm going to bring slaves over and steal their labor. There's no way to justify that other than God really loves me, and he doesn't really like those folk as much.
Remember, he's still telling a lie. He's telling only small truth about white supremacy.
How is it justified? Is it justified by racism or something religious? Or how is this justified in the cultural, deep, ancient mind of the people who did all this action? I really want to understand.
Okay, so the idea of white supremacy has a really fascinating origin. It actually starts in Spain.
There you go. We've been telling y'all white supremacy starts in Spain with the Inquisition and all of that stuff. We told y'all the white purity laws, all that shit starts in Spain. Because why? Who we keep saying was in Spain? The Moors. When you hear the white people keep trying to say, yeah, the Moors, well, they weren't Black really. Well, obviously they were Black if they would create the system of white supremacy over there in Spain and start issuing it based on race. So all you weirdos who keep acting like Moorish is something else other than Black, yeah, all them new niggas they let take over Morocco. Which if you've been to Morocco, you go see some of them old images they got of their imams. They all were Black. But yet we'll sit here and we'll keep letting these people bait us. They brought people over. Yeah, they didn't bring nobody over here to get their labor. Stop with the whole out of Africa thing. Only a few niggas made it from Africa to over here. Even if you go look up, I tell black people this all the time. You could just Google this shit. This is not something that you need to do a whole bunch of scientific road tripping over. Just Google old slave papers. Go Google people being sold into slavery. Just Google it up right now, and you will see, for a matter of fact, that in those papers that they were having the goddamn, like in the what they call this shit. It's not the help wanted. It's the they would put it in the back of the newspaper where they would be selling shit and stuff like that. They will always have, well, I got 30 Negroes and I got 13 Africans. Why would they be separating them into 30 Negroes, 13 Africans? That means they knew at that time we weren't all the same. What it do, best black up? No, the caste system starts in India. White supremacy racism starts in Spain. See, white supremacy racism, that's an overall, that they take the caste system from the Indians. They get the caste system because they realize to maintain the system of white supremacy. That's why the caste system comes later, because they realize it's not enough of them to maintain the system of white supremacy. So they have to create a buffer class in between. That's why when they start looking at, you know, who is Spain's closest ally? During the times of those wars and shit over there, and the Napoleonic Wars, Spain's closest ally is England. So England, who's already subjugated and dominated India, says, well, we've learned from what we've got from India, which is this wonderful thing called the caste system. And then we have over here with the Spanish, and they're right. There should be something in whiteness in our manifest destiny. And it's the white English who take and put the caste system together with white supremacy to create what we have to get today. And America took it and refined it even more. So right now, what we have is this system of, Aryans. Aryan just means farmer. The word Aryan, if you just go look up what Aryan means, it just comes from old Iranian text meaning a farmer. See, that's why Hitler was so upset and sad when they invaded Persia, Iran today, which is called Iran. It was called Persia at the time. And India, I mean, the Germans, when they invaded it, they were so disappointed. And one of the first things they did was to start attacking the images of Nebuchadnezzar and things like that, because they saw that the images was of a damn black man. So Hitler was very disappointed that he found out he couldn't be an Aryan. That's why later on, you don't hear Hitler talk about Aryans. Hitler's talking about Aryans in the beginning. Hitler's talking about Aryans in like 1929, 1931, up to 32. By then, by 35, 36, he's already invaded Egypt. He's already invaded Iran, which was Persia at the time. And he's seen the truth. So Hitler immediately, that's why he gets to the final solution. That's why he comes to his final solution, because he realizes, like, damn, I'm gonna have to just try to erase motherfuckers, because he comes from Ashkenazi Jews, which aren't real Jews. They're just Slavs, Slavic people from out of the steppes of Europe. People who they once used as a buffer class against the Mongols. See how it works? These people have always had this notion of buffer classes and things. They just never knew how to get into. They went and picked together different parts from other people's wicked systems, and they put it all together, and they manufactured and created the system of white supremacy, which America made it the mantle of the universe. So America is the purveyor, where others were prototypes in the building of it. America was where it was manufactured. Hell, when Hitler came to when Germans were getting captured and brought to America during World War II and World War I, they were learning from America. America was already, look, a lot of Indian scholars, Gandhi, y'all always talk about Mahatma Gandhi, who used to spend a lot of time in America. Mahatma Gandhi was a staunch anti-Black racist. So you have to wake up to all this shit instead of sitting around talking about when these people lie to you and say that the white people taught them this. No, these people already had anti-Black racism running through their veins. And that's their lineage. No, that's what Aryan mean. They thought Aryan meant something else because from the old text that they had gotten, they thought that text because remember, you upholding the Aryan. Why are the Persian people upholding the Aryans? Why are they almost upheld as to like a godlike status? Why? Because to be able to farm and produce food in a place where there was barely no food, that made them almost godlike. Yes, I've studied this extensively. I thought it was the same thing. I used to be like, oh, they got to be thinking something else. No, but from when the Nazis were studying it, when you keep seeing the word Aryan, you keep thinking like, wow, because Zoroastrianism was the first monotheistic religion. Zoroastrianism, that's the first monotheistic religion where you rely on a singular God being. So that's where all the white supremacists, they kind of fall together. They want that one God thing, Christ. So you have that whole type of system that eventually is formulated. And so the Nazis in the beginning, they were using the term Aryan, but by the end, they don't use it. You know, later on, white supremacists still run around in America using Aryan because, like I said, white people are used to only taking one word, what they like, you know, rather it's somebody stolen, somebody brought a knife that shouldn't have brought a knife, but it wasn't a knife. You know, all these things, but their mind is subjugated to always playing the victim. When you do all the crime, your default action is always to play victim when you're actually the victimizer. That's how white supremacy works. So even under a system of white supremacy, they have to tell half the truth to tell the whole lie.
Wow, I'm about to play the video, but Austin's dad, the boy who passed away to Carmelo, has now gone on social media for a racist rant. Not only that,
y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you?
He then said we should be grateful because they had a civil war to free our butts.
And then
wow, I'm about to play the video, but Austin's dad, the boy who passed away to Carmelo, has now gone on social media for a racist rant. Not only that,
y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you?
He then said we should be grateful because they had a civil war to free our butts.
And then we had a civil war to free your ass. And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I'm being so oppressed. You couldn't even vote. 1960.
Then went on to say, look at all the free stuff that they give us. That they allow us, I guess.
Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you.
Now you have those on social media trying to say he's a grieving father, that he's just speaking off of a broken heart. Y'all gotta cut it out, bro. That is a fully grown man. He know it mean everything he's saying, bro. That man mean every exact thing that's coming out of his mouth. The man even called folks out to come catch a fade with him. Hey, what do you guys think about this whole situation? I'm just reporting the news.
keep y'all updated.
They allowed the Indians to sit there and revert a cow because, like I said, under white supremacy, you use other things, like including other people's religions, to allow them to be subjugated. We're not going to stop them if they want to be this, they want to do that. That's why the white supremacists sometimes, like, you know, if you ever watch the old Marco Polo movies, or what they had a white nigga called the Prince of Arabia or some shit like that. I forgot his name. It was a white nigga. He used to go over there. He would dress like the Arabs and all that. And they would praise him. They would praise this white guy. Yeah, because the Indians don't have no power. They just are a buffer class for white supremacy. And wherever you see them go, they hold up the system of white supremacy. Hold on. See where my other light is. Hold on. Get to this other story real quick. And you had some Latinos, I guess they were being looked at by a goddamn drone. And then one of their dumb goofy ass friends, he decided he want to start shooting at the drone with a BB gun. Watch how they react when the police come. And still, I don't think nobody got killed or taken away.
Yeah, you're shooting at our drone. Yeah, it's me, it's police. But he's shooting at that. No. Oh, yeah. It's on video. Yeah. He sees it, yeah. Take that out of your pocket? Yep. Get rid of that? Stop it. See? Oh, yeah.
So they got your ass. These are the hardworking people that they love so much that they let come into the country, but yet they're doing all types of criminal behavior. Let's keep it going. There's that brother. And some of y'all brothers, I want to play this one video. What it do, Project Leroy? I want to play one of these videos. Some of y'all brothers, y'all going to have to realize everybody ain't going to make it. When you got a bitch out here going to still buy hair weave. Oh, and there was another black bitch who got locked up in a damn Asian hair place the other day. All you dumb people who ain't listening, you on your own. We done told you to stay out of these places. We done told you to stay out of these Asian restaurants, stay out of these Asian hair places, stay out of there getting your nails done. Some of y'all just won't get it because you're damn fools. You're just damn fools. And be careful, like I was warning black people. All this shit that says it's black owned is not black owned.
So
be careful.
The situation, I see a lot of people pushing black owned businesses. But here's the thing, if you are a black American, make sure you let it be known so I can know, because I'm not supporting black immigrant businesses or children of black immigrants. I'm not doing that. This is only a Black American thing. I'm only at this point pushing Black American businesses. When I say Black American, I'm talking about those who are descendants of so-called Black people who were enslaved in the United States, right? Those people. Everybody else, you're on your own. I'm not pushing your stuff out. I'm not supporting you. None of that stuff. Black
Facts,
American.
Project Leroy.
Make sure
if
you are Black American, make sure you also say that part too, so I could support or push out your material on my channels. All right.
That brother is telling y'all, be careful. And I want y'all to hear this bitch say she didn't hear about the Cyrus Belton case. She ain't heard about Carmelo Anthony. Just listen to this. Listen to this dumb bitch. Oh my God,
I understand.
Listen to this,
I ain't gonna take your
Project
time.
Leroy.
Just hear me out. Just hear me out, please. You seen what happened down in South Carolina, right? No. When they sat there and shot that King, I ain't know none of that. You know, I'm just an activist.
This bitch like, no.
All right, and all we doing is just trying to sit here and stand up for our people. Just look it up, the South Carolina gas station shooting. All right, that should make you understand where we're coming from. And then you heard about Carmelo Anthony, right? Look up Carmelo Anthony, see what they did to him too. But listen, please, for us, please, I beg you, thank you. I'm sorry for, I'm sorry if I was hostile. I'm sorry.
Brothers, you're going to have to leave these bitches. You see them coming out with a bag of bundles, you're going to have to be like, yeah, that bitch lost. That bitch obviously ain't get the memo. Yeah, because he's trying not to, you know, he see the hood rat bitch. He's trying not to offend her and shit. She probably a damn stripper buying them damn bundles. And so she don't know nothing about nothing that's going on. She ain't heard nothing. So that tells you what type of life she lived. But she gotta be a stripper. That's what I said, because only a stripper bitch would not know what's going on, because she's sleeping during the day, then she get up, she doing ratchet shit at night, so she don't got no time to absorb any type of thing. That's why some people be mad when the strippers come on Tariq's TikToks and all that. I be like, nah, I like it, because I want them to come and get some of this knowledge. Sometimes some of these stripper hoes be getting the knowledge, sometimes they don't. Here's our brother trying to explain to the police that he's a paraplegic. Another case that people are going to tell me, well, it's not about race. Well, let's see.
Bro. Well, the reason is that I'm asking you. No. We ain't gonna go there. We about to get some people here that's about to witness what's going on. That's right. I cannot step out. I'm a paraplegic. I cannot. I'm a paraplegic, sir. Come on, bro. Step out of the car. I cannot step out of the car. I cannot step out of the vehicle. I had a situation last night. You can get out. You can get out of the car. You got in the car. You can get out of the car. Hey, bro. Can you come down the street to Ferguson and Grand? The police just pulled me over and they trying to make me get out the car, and I'm telling them I'm a paraplegic. I can't get out the car without no help and shit. And these motherfuckers trying to they on some bullshit. Just come down the street, bring some people with cameras. Come down the street, come bring cameras and bring somebody so they can witness what's going on. All right, come on. Time to get out of the car. I'm not getting out. I just told you I'm a paraplegic. I cannot get out. I do not want to have to. I do not want to have to. Can you call your white shirt, please? I will. If you pull me out of here, you better expect. So here's the thing. I'm gonna pull you out and then I'll call a white shirt because you're getting out of the car. That's not an option. You're getting out of this car, so you can cooperate and get out of the car, or I will drag you out of the car. Do you see your two options here? Now, which would you like to do, sir? I would like for you to call your white shirt. I will when I'm done. Get out of the car. Come on. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Listen, I am a paraplegic, bro. You can hurt me. Get out of the car. You can hurt me, bro. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. What are y'all doing, bro? Dude, you're making this worse. I'm a paraplegic, bro. I'm trying to tell you that I got.
Wait, hold on before I get back to this. Best Black Up. I never said Mongols set up in America. I said Slavs were a buffer class in Europe for whites against the Mongols when they were invading Europe. I never said they set up in America. Just make sure you get that part straight. Let's get back to our brother being manhandled out of the damn car.
I'm trying to tell you that I got help getting in the car. Y'all can hurt me. They can hurt me. Get out, car. Goddamn, bro. Yes, ow. You have to get out the car. Ow. 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 Get out the car. Somebody help. Somebody help. Something right here. Somebody help. Stop. Somebody help. Stop. 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 Someone help. Stop. So are y'all recording this? Stop. Stop. Somebody help. I'm a paraplegic. Stop. They are doing the unjust thing to me. Somebody please help me. Stop. 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 You are hurting me. What are you talking about? I'm a paraplegic. Stop. Stop. I'm a paraplegic. Stop. I'm a paraplegic. Stop. You're making this worse than it needs to be.
Look at this, y'all.
Stop. That's fine. I gave y'all everything y'all asked for. Fine. Cooperate. You're not cooperating. You call whoever you want. Can y'all call the real police, please? You're about to get tased, dude. I ain't playing with you anymore. Ow. You making it so much harder.
Nah, there were no Asian colonies here.
I'm a paraplegic. These motherfuckers doing me wrong. Man. Come on. I can't do nothing. You got my arms behind my back. I'm a paraplegic. Okay, well, you made this worse than it is. I didn't make it worse. I tried.
Did y'all hear that? You making it worse than it was. And there were no Asian colonies here. Yeah, Asians, only place they ever really set up colonies from the land of Chu was in Korea, Vietnam, and like places like Thailand, Cambodia, and like Japan. Them people never made it all the way over here. But as you can see, our brother, they were being very disrespectful. They mistreated him. He's got a big lawsuit coming up because not only did they get him with racism, the American Disabilities Act, or as they told me at my job, the ADAAA, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, Laos. Yep, Laos. That's right, Project Leroy. Laos, all those places like that. Sri Lanka. But they always say, if you ever watch like there's a movie called Ong Bak. If you watch a movie called Ong Bak, in Ong Bak, they talk about how the Muay Thai fighter niggas tried to fight off the Chinese niggas that was coming in their neighborhood. Word up. Serious S, the hardest working mod in these YouTube streets. Yep, Burma. Yeah, all that for a traffic stop. All of that, boy. I don't even know, man. I tell you, boy, they show us all the damn time. Anybody who still don't believe it, nigga, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. We can go cash at me right now. We can go get this bridge. You can have the whole bridge. Yep, a great day, Serious S, until Restream start acting up, but shit, so far so good. Now they acting up. Yeah, Myanmar equals Burma. Yep. Yeah, they be mixing up those countries so much. They come down there and do whatever the hell they want and mixtape these niggas, and they don't do nothing. Some of them try to fight back, but for the most part, all these people get whooped into submission. Okay, I'm gonna go check it out. Yes, we do need inspirational shit too. We with all the shit that we catching out here, we damn sure need inspirational shit. We need shit that lifts us up. And that's why I try to do, even when I'm talking this shit, I still try to let you know that this is really about showing love to our people and standing on our business. It ain't about hating nobody else. It's about loving us. We ain't never loved us enough to be able to overcome what they did to us, because after the civil rights era, when we thought we had won, I always tell Black people, pay attention, because every time we thought we won something, we actually lost. But listen to this Dominican talking about, I know Black and how his people is.
I know Black. I'm Dominican. I know Black, bro. You know what's funny about that, bro? Is that a lot of fucking Dominican, most of my cousins look like bro.
Okay.
100%. Like, that's why I'm like, bro, this should be regular, like, to us. Like,
Yeah.
But, like, to be real, bro, a lot of fucking Latin people are racist as fuck.
Really?
100%, bro.
They'll be, even though they're Black.
Yes.
Into like people of their same country, but just darker.
Yes, bro. It's sick work, bro.
Yeah.
It's baffling.
Yo, but why are so many Dominicans afraid to admit that they're Black? Is it just because they think they're gonna get be racist? People are gonna be racist towards them when they accept it?
I don't know, bro. I feel like they've assumed because of their past. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Dominicans were enslaved by Haitians back in the day, bro.
Yeah.
So a lot of Dominicans feel like Haitians are evil. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, cause bro, I don't know what made them think that. Cause I've met some amazing Haitian people. You know what I mean? But different times, different culture. We don't know what the fuck.
Yo, is there a beef between Haiti and Dominican Republic? In like
there was, bro.
See, sounds like a tether problem to me. I know Black. Sounds like a tether problem to me. So you tethers need to get together and sort that problem out. Listen to this light-skinned sister talk about how the Asians treat her.
In the neighborhood where I'm dealing with Asians every single day, and they all act like they hate me, like I stink. Even the lady that holds my feet to paint them, disgusted by me. I think she talking about me. She keeps saying it and they laugh and point at me. That's what that's a typical experience of a Black girl from the inner city. Am I lying? Are you from the hood? So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like the fact that Ricky Child get to shoot a Black boy down. It's like, what are we talking about? I heard people get on the internet and say, don't go to any establishment, Asian establishments. Godfrey, the comedian, shout out to him. I like his Instagram page. It's pretty cool. I think he's very happy. I mean, he's very funny. I think he's hilarious. I also think that on age, he may be a vampire. He's very handsome. He's been handsome too long, though. We need to check on, find out what's Godfrey real age. Ain't nobody been out that long.
He African.
He ain't from
that's
Wakanda.
how they are. Africans, they get to a point and then they just stop aging.
Shut up.
Even if they age early.
Find me an African too. Either way, Godfrey put a post up and he's like, we're not saying
Africans
don't go to any Asians.
like
We're saying don't go to that. No, we were saying don't go to any Asian spots. That nigga Godfrey actually 72 in dog years. Fuck out of here, nigga. I be seeing Africans all the time. They are not nice looking people.
So Black owned means Black American owned. And I've seen
now these people got Black baby dolls of Africans. You ain't boycott nothing, you ain't did nothing.
Brown and white, but it's the Black version that has
gone
viral on social media.
They got a whole section to y'all. Beating up Black baby dolls. They over there mistreating y'all kids. Picking them up by the neck like that. I even seen one of them slap one of y'all in front of the whole village. Man, look, let me tell you something about Black America, man. You come, especially in the East, you come over here and do that if you want to. Black America have no problem with you. Stop entering our business. That's a Black American boy, Cyrus. Rest in peace. Go handle y'all business for your minerals, about the Barbie dolls, and do like Jamaica did in Black America.
There you go. Y'all over there getting whooped on. And always in our damn business. We don't ask y'all to get in our business. We don't want to. We asking you to leave Juneteenth alone. We telling you that the colors are red, white, and blue. Y'all want to keep inserting yourselves. No, you're not going to come over here and tell us we don't have no culture. We don't have this. We don't have that. Next thing I see, y'all trying to procure our culture and make it yours. It's not going to be like that at all. We the dopest on this planet. Everybody get everything they get from us. Don't let people lie in your face. Hold on. Show y'all some real white criminals. Oh yeah, they getting they tolerate all types of shit. Then the Chinese come over to Africa, start picking up their babies the same way they pick up them dolls by the back of their neck, and nobody does nothing. You should see the way they responding to us, reacting to what they did to the little young 1-year-old baby Cohen Wiley. Here go the #1 criminals right here, and look at how the records they be having, arrested this many times, but they don't never make the news.
A South Carolina boutique owner has been arrested 17 times since January 1st, and now the state's attorney general
is in South Carolina.
30-year-old Pamela Brooke Schrantz ran Thomas & Turner's boutique in Anderson County. Investigators say more than 50 customers across the state paid for online orders they never got and accuse her of never intending
This is why
to
them
send
and
merchandise.
Africans
Her arrests
hook up
are
so
stacked
well
up in
together.
several
They all the
counties with
perfect
charges pending
scammers.
in 5 different solicitors' offices. Because of that, and because one local solicitor's employee is a family friend, 10th Circuit Solicitor Micah Black asked Attorney General Alan Wilson to step in. Wilson says his office
so her
will prosecute
family
all of
was
the cases
in the
and
criminal
consolidate them
system.
in Anderson
You see
County,
that? So
while
one of her
investigators
family
work
members had to
identify every
recuse
potential
themselves.
victim and decide what final charges she'll face. You can read the full story on WRDW.com.
So meaning she probably still gonna get a slap on the wrist because it already shows that her family is involved in the law enforcement sector. See? That's when we talk about $1 million worth of whiteness, that's it right there. That's $1 million worth of whiteness. When people ask, have we already been here? We've been here.
Were black people already in America when the slave trade started? Absolutely. There's a real good book called They Came Before Columbus. A lot of great resources, a lot of great references.
Go ahead. Yeah, everybody should have read this book already.
Absolutely.
If you haven't, you should get it
There's
now.
There's a real good book called They Came Before Columbus. A lot of great resources, a lot of great references in that book. We realized that people came from Africa and were already doing a trade and barter with the Mayans long before anybody ever came to the Americas, European. Matter of fact, this was so long ago, they weren't dealing directly with Mayans initially, they were dealing with the Teotihuacans, a culture that existed before the Mayans. And remnants of the Teotihuacans and the African trade exist in the jungles down there. We left these gigantic big stone Olmec heads. And so not only did they trade and barter, but they also even married in with each other and started having children.
So that
in
means
the
they had an ethnogenesis.
This is the beginning of the black African race in the actual Americas. We became some of the indigenous tribes here. So some tribes were already here long before Columbus accidentally thought he was heading to India and ran into the Caribbean islands. So that's how he got here.
So there was an ethnogenesis what Negroes was already coming over here, and there were Negroes already here. Listen to this sister tell you how phonetically our language, we're the only ones who changed language in the 21st century. No other group has changed or had more profound effect on language than foundational Black Americans. Listen to this sister right here.
We have affected language. If you stand up, the entire world stands up on a stage and says, put your hands together. And when they think, and if they don't think about it structurally and the way English is laid out, that is not a structural sentence that you should see in the English language. But it comes from 1920s jazz slang. And 40 years, people will not know when they're talking. We have affected language. If you stand up, the entire world stands up on a stage and says, put your hands together. And when they think, and if they don't think about it structurally and the way English is laid out, that is not a structural sentence that you should see in the English language, but it comes from 1920s jazz slang. And 40 years, people will not know when they're talking about jewelry and they're calling it bling that it comes from a 16-year-old Lil Wayne.
Come on.
We have changed the etymology of this language, but while we're doing it, they're calling it remedial. And that is one of the things that they dinged me about the most is the way that she spoke. But she's supposed to be a Southeast Zone 6 Atlanta Black girl. Like, how else would you expect her to speak? And she's not remedial. She's the most genius person on the page in that book. And the way she's speaking is cultural, not remedial. And we've had the most effect on language. Meanwhile, when we're creating it, it's demonized. And then it's monetized outside of us. And then we have people outside of the U.S. saying Black Americans don't have culture. Well, you don't think we have culture because our culture is bought and sold to the highest bidder. And it's so ingrained in the world that you don't even identify it as our culture anymore. And we are actually the culture leaders.
We are the culture leaders, as you heard from my sister right there. We have had a direct effect on the etymology of language throughout the whole damn world. Everybody speaks like us, talks like us, wants to dress like us, wants to look like us. But yet, because our culture is sold out like that, they try to play like we have no culture. It is our culture. Everything that you people are practicing is coming, everything that's good in the world comes from foundational Black Americans, not from Africans, not from Caribbeans, not from Nabiscos, not from Asians. Everything that everybody purports to that's good in the world comes from foundational Black American culture. Honoring thy mother, honoring thy father. Most of these people come from societies based on patricide or fratricide. I live right out here. I live near the Potomac River, and they've been finding all these mounds out here in the Potomac River. And they were thinking these mounds had nothing in it. All these damn pyramids along the Potomac River, right here in Northern Virginia, across from DC. And they've been finding out that all these mounds and these pyramids, there's something inside of it. So they're about to have a big excavation out here, kind of like near my area in Loudoun County. It's kind of like between Loudoun County and like another county. It's going to be like on the border of these two places. And yeah, they're about to have a big excavation out here. We got some more Asians doing Asian stuff. Get to Floyd is in trouble. We warned Floyd. Let's see how many of those so-called small hats come to help Floyd. Or will they all stick under the goddamn banner of white supremacy? We already know, man. What it do, Pinky? What it do?
There were no reparations, that's important, but former enslavers did receive reparations. There were no reparations, that's important, but there were no reparations, that's important. There were no reparations, that's important, but former enslavers did receive reparations. And that sets forth the context for the next 100 or so years where we have a Coretta Scott King who makes a statement.
Oh, you know that, Pinky.
They
damn sure not gonna like it.
That it's freedom that is gained and fought for in every generation.
Yeah, every time they dig, they find out it's black, they don't like digging that up. Your boy Floyd Mayweather is in trouble.
Floyd Mayweather is facing 2 felony charges for allegedly writing a $200,000 bad check to buy a luxury watch. Floyd Mayweather is facing 2 felony charges for allegedly writing a $200,000 bad check to buy a luxury watch. Court records show the boxer was charged in April with theft as well as drawing and passing a check without sufficient funds with the intent to defraud. Prosecutors allege that in 2024, Mayweather wrote the check to a designer resale store in Las Vegas, despite not having enough funds in his Wells Fargo bank account. Mayweather's attorney and representatives did not immediately return the Associated Press request for comment. The case is scheduled for a hearing in September.
Floyd. You might want to be asking your children for some of that money back, my nigga. Here go an Asian landlord lying on some black kids. Man, stay away from these people, family. Stay away. Yeah, flossing goes wrong.
What did he say? I am with my wife and my son. Yeah, they are threatening.
And my son, lying nigga.
They have a gun. Yeah.
You heard that? I think that they have a gun. See, he's sitting there lying. I think they have a gun. That's what he's telling the police.
My wife said they have a gun.
She never said that, bro. Yeah, you're a shitbag. Fuck you.
You want my email?
Yes.
Okay. I'll send it to your number.
6 plus
9. No, I need it now.
I'm not leaving now. I get the phone.
How do I know?
This is only 4.
5 minutes later.
Oh, Lord.
No, I didn't. But my wife yes,
now he caught lying. Yeah, damn chow mein supremacist.
I would love for you to search this car just so you can carry on.
Look how many police officers are here from what somebody said there's a gun here.
Look how many police they done pulled over there.
Look how many police cars are here.
Just to try and get us to hurry up, get away from
my
you.
wife, I didn't say.
Well, who called? Maybe you should bring your wife out about this. I'm asking you! Who called?
I called.
So who said there's a gun here? Who said there's a gun here? Did you say
okay,
this is a landlord tenant act. It's nothing to do with the police. Who said there's a gun here? Look how many cars are here.
I didn't. I told them I didn't see the gun.
Man, this is why I wouldn't rent shit from no Asians. I would not fuck with them at all. Y'all better be careful out here, family. That white cop mad, like, nigga. It's real out here in the field, family. It's real. Making up all them lies. I thought that he had a gun, but it was a samurai sword. It looked like a samurai sword. He had ninja stars. All types of lies. He in backyard making a punji stick. Lying ass, goddamn octopus breath smelling niggas. They stinking ass octopus breath. Woo would y'all do if you had a chick and you met her on her first date? Oh yeah. We got that shit too. Yeah, let's get that. What would you do if you met a chick or a dude? No, I don't believe my people come from Olmecs. I believe my people come from the people that was already existing on this soil that was already here. Like the Olmecs is a little bit down in southern, the middle, which what they would call Central America now. But were there already black people here? Yes, there were already black people here. When we did our family tree on my family side, my aunt, she kept coming back across the Chippewa Nation and Chippewas and shit like that. And a couple of other tribes too that don't even exist no more. That's what happened with a lot of black. There was a lot of type of black tribes. A lot of them with the Ch or the Chick. Ch is the prefix, Ch, C-H-I. So there was lots of different tribes that had the prefix of Ch, Chippewa, Chickasaw, Chickasee, Chippanee. There was all these different types of tribes that had that prefix of Ch in there. And I'm trying to remember what the prefix of Chi means. Yeah, we were already here, Pinky. That's right. Yeah, we were already here. But what would y'all do, family, if you had a first date and well, in this situation, it's a woman. She has a goddamn ankle monitor on. And if you met a man and he didn't tell you and he had a ankle monitor, even though it's a woman right now, but let's just say it happened in a woman meeting a man. What would y'all do if you met somebody and this is what they had on their damn ankle?
Hold up. Is that an ankle monitor? I wasn't expecting you wearing a hold up. Is that an ankle monitor? I wasn't expecting you wearing an ankle monitor to the first date.
Okay, see now that's what's wrong with you people.
I'm not trying to say you got to do what you want to do. I just wasn't. All I'm saying, I wasn't expecting you to wear an ankle monitor. I wasn't expecting you to wear an ankle monitor.
You got an ankle monitor on,
like you said, y'all want to worry about what's on my ankle. It has nothing to do with you.
But if we going out and about, you got an ankle monitor on you. You should have said something. So you don't think you should have said something?
Why do I need to mention this to you? This has
so you don't think 2 weeks was enough for you to say you?
Not the way the conversation has been going. So today we're doing our meet and greet. We don't even know if we like each other in person. So I don't see anything wrong with my ankle monitor. They're not tracking you. So what's the issue? It's
you wear an ankle monitor.
We're living in a day and age where it's normal.
But
this is normal. Okay.
So if somebody know me or know you and we out and about and you have an ankle monitor on, I'm filming you. So I don't have the right to ask you a question why you have an ankle monitor. So
I could be here where I'm at. At least
so I don't have the right to ask you a question.
I'm gonna need you.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. Just one question. Why I don't have the right as a person that's getting to know you to say you wearing an ankle monitor? You wearing an ankle monitor on a date. You have an ankle monitor on. And you got people out here looking at us everywhere, and this is embarrassing.
How else is I gonna come?
But this is, you don't think I would be embarrassed a little bit to warn me first? So you can't cover it up? You can't cover it?
Stop filming me.
Yeah, bitch, just at least let the nigga know. Say, hey, babe, when you meet me, I'm gonna have an ankle monitor on so he can sit there and be like, wait, hold on, what? Yeah, I'm gonna have an ankle monitor on. Like, that is something you should tell somebody. Like, if you with a bitch or a nigga and they like got warrants, you in your car, you get pulled over because and then you surrounded by the damn feds and shit. It would be nice to tell somebody if you got like a criminal past. That's what I say. It's honest to be. It's good to be like that. Like, yeah, man. That's why I don't never have a problem on here telling people about my past. You know what I'm saying? That was my past. If you see me now and I got an ankle monitor on, that mean I ain't tell y'all niggas something. That means I'm still doing some criminal shit. Cause you can't be that old with a damn ankle monitor on, nigga. That's crime. He is. You are right, Pinky. He should just leave if he's embarrassed. He should have been like, yeah, like I know you had to see it when she first got in the whip. And even if it was bothering you, you wanted to be like, man, I better make sure I'm in a public space before I mention this, because you thinking in your mind like, yeah, this bitch can probably fight. So he probably was scared too. But don't be a bitch ass nigga. Just be honest to the shorty. Be like, look, man, yeah, even though y'all saying y'all only been talking for 2 weeks and shit, I still say she should have let him know about the criminal in past. Like, hey man, look, I'm still going through some criminal shit. Look, it ain't nothing serious, but I do got an ankle monitor. Just say that. But at the same time, I can agree. He should have just said, "Oh damn, oh bitch, I ain't know you do that type of shit. I'm sorry, I can't rock with no criminals." He should have been honest. But it's neither here nor there. Just sometimes we break up the flow. Everything we've been talking is highly racially charged. Let my good brother Leo Spell cook. Go shout out Leo Spell over there on TikTok.
I don't know why Drewski was poking fun at Black Brit, said that.
Me either, but it was funny.
Seems to me that he's jealous. Ed,
funny.
Seems to me that he's.
Yeah, he's doing, because we're going to get into this Nigerian
fun at Black Brit, said that.
Me either, but it was funny.
Seems to me that he's jealous.
Isn't it?
Ed,
Jealous. You don't know.
It's not like it's hard to do a Black American accent.
Tell us, show us how it's done, man.
Right?
Show us how to
See,
do the accent.
all you do, you follow me, right? All you do is do Nigerian accent.
Whoa,
you
how'd
put
you do that?
whip and chain in it. You put slavery in it.
Oh my God.
Then you slow it down.
Okay, slow it
And
down.
you put a little bit of Serbians in it.
Oh, holy shit. What the fuck? You okay?
Then you put a little bit of chitlins in it,
okay?
right?
Oh, what the fuck?
Then you put a little bit of fried chicken.
Fried chicken?
Maybe some cornbread, right?
Where the fuck did you get that from? Where'd you
And
get
you
that
won't
from?
even be able to tell that I'm doing a Black American accent.
Yes, we can. We can tell. Okay. We can tell.
You might even think that I'm sounding like Denzel Washington.
Hell the fuck no.
Or maybe Malcolm B.
No,
Jordan.
the fuck you don't. Hell the fuck no. Not at all.
Follow me now. Give me a chance now.
Right? No more chances. No more
and then
chances.
you speed it up, and then you get Nigerian accent all over again.
Yeah, fuck
Wasn't
no.
that brilliant?
Nah, we had mound builders over here already.
Get the fuck out.
Well,
get the fuck out
to
now.
be fair.
Yeah, the Olmecs weren't the only ones who were mound builders. It's well dedicated that there are mounds that were built in North America that predate the Olmecs. So you can't say that the Olmecs, that it come from Olmecs or some damn Ethiopia ocean, if we already have mound builders that were building here, and we have a haplogenetic code that predates those niggas in Africa. So there was either black people was already here or we wasn't. Because see, we can't be in two places at one time. Either we was already here or everybody's just a bunch of niggas from Africa. And it don't seem that way, because you tend to retain something from that said culture. We don't have anything African about us. We have plenty of mound builders all up. If you come up all through the Potomac area, Northern Virginia, there's mounds all through Virginia. And a lot of these mounds in Virginia predate mounds that were found down in Central America and all that. So I didn't, that's what I'm saying. I played that brother, but these are different people. They had an ethnogenesis. Maybe some things were retained from mound building down those ways. But when we got up here, they found that a lot of these mounds predate the mounds that are down there. So, hey, it is what it is. We've been here. That's why I say we from this soil. you know? And when I hear Pan-Africans talking like, oh, this is something new, that means you haven't been listening to your old other Pan-Africans. Because other Dr. Ben and all them, they talk about the indigenous black people. Indigenous just means to be somewhere before that predates before colonialism. So black people were indigenous to this land already. They were already here. I talk about Henry Hudson's autobiography all the time. Where Henry Hudson, he describes in New York when they get up there and the Dutch East India Company come to New York. That's why they name it New York. It was named York after York in England. When they came and they created the areas in Seneca Valley, they say all the people were black or brown skin, copper color. Yeah, that's right, Pinky Wells. Yeah, they know. They know the difference. We know the goddamn difference. We know the damn difference. And my thing with Godfrey is Godfrey name should be Mud in our book. Godfrey name should be Mud because Godfrey, he knows. I told y'all, they all get together and then they change their story. They change their narrative. That's what these people call sticking together, stabbing us in the back. That's what they call sticking together, stabbing black people in the back. Wait for that one. Hold on. Oops. Okay, Maxwell Jenkins, what it do, family? Hold on. Hey, Jones in the house. What it do, family? What it do? Appreciate you coming through. Let sister go ahead and talk about him with that bullshit Nigerian shit.
Have you guys heard the comments of David Oyelowo talking about accents, specifically the Southern Black American accent? On the podcast, they asked him to do a Southern accent, and he says the best way that he can do it is do a Nigerian accent. Have you guys heard the comments of David Oyelowo talking about accents, specifically the Southern Black American accent? On the podcast, they asked him to do a Southern accent, and he says the best way that he can do it is do a Nigerian accent, and then to speak slowly, and then to add slavery into it, and then you add subservience into it. I had to think for a moment if I wanted to talk about this, but it's just so wrong. And I'm going to talk about this from an actor point of view. I did study overseas in London. I just feel like this was a missed opportunity for him to actually talk about accents and dialects or even the phonetic alphabet. It's super distasteful and lazy to say that you add a little slavery into an accent and then just add subservience into an accent, and that's how you have the perfect Southern accent. It's a horrible acting note. If a director or a dialect coach said that to you as an actor, I would be like, and I understand why a lot of people are upset. It feels like he's putting down Black Southern people and disrespecting our culture, especially after he played MLK in Selma. You, as a Black British person, played a Black American leader, and the way that you were talking about his accent, where that accent comes from, you say add slavery into it and to be subservient? Okay. Like I said, I feel like this could have been a really good teaching moment for young Black actors, but instead you just said something really ignorant.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. They trying to tether on to us. Yeah, whatever Africans were doing and traveling, at some point they stopped traveling. So, whatever Africans were traveling, at some point they gave up traveling. Because they wasn't traveling for a long time. Something like 200, 300 something years. That's why ethnically we have nothing in common with Africans. Here go what these brothers used to say when they was under this nigga. Listen to what Chris Paul
The one and
got to
only
say.
number one choice in America, Blake Griffin.
Donald Sterling used to have these big white.
The one and only number one choice in America, Blake Griffin.
Donald Sterling used to have these big white parties.
Mr. Sterling is sort of like showcasing us. It was kind of odd because he'd almost pet you.
Donald Sterling would bring women into the locker room. What would he say?
Oh, look at those beautiful black bodies.
He viewed NBA players as cattle.
One that owns a professional franchise just shops around to find which player meets his needs, and he buys them.
Most NBA fans have heard about Donald Sterling, the disgraced Clippers owner who was forced to sell the team. But what a lot of people don't realize, Donald Sterling had already been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. In 2006, he was sued by the U.S. Department of Justice for refusing to rent to black applicants and discriminating against families with kids. But by 2009, he would end up selling that lawsuit for $2.7 million, so he could avoid any charges. But that same year, Clippers legend Elgin Baylor, who was the team's GM for 22 years, filed his own lawsuit against Sterling. In his lawsuit, he claimed Sterling ran a slave-like operation.
This is Chris Paul. He's new to our team. He was like, isn't he handsome? And I was standing there like, what are you talking about?
If you're an African American, racism is a part of your everyday reality in this world. There is not a day that you don't deal with racism in some shape or form.
Then there were the infamous white parties, where Sterling was basically showcasing players in front of his rich white friends. But everything would come crashing down in 2014, when leaked audio caught Sterling making racist comments. Then finally, a couple years ago, the whole scandal was portrayed in a Hulu series called Clipped.
Blake Griffin!
After being banned from the NBA in 2014, Donald Sterling still sold the Clippers for a record $2 billion. And that's after buying the team for only $12 million back in 1981. So even though he was forced to sell the team, a lot of people still feel like he got the last laugh. But either way, Donald Sterling's fall will always be looked at as one of the darkest moments in NBA history.
There you go. He up there got niggas out there showcasing them like niggas on the goddamn plantation. Mm-hmm. So you see all these, and they got problems with the young sister Naomi Osaka, who sat there and said she wanted just the goddamn black party. And some people be mad at her because she don't claim all that Japanese shit. She says she don't claim that shit because them niggas don't claim her. So there you go. There you have it. You got a nigga petting niggas like animals. This is why I tell y'all about you being pets to this damn wicked system.
Godfrey, you fucked up. How in the world you gonna let this dude, this British dude, have the nerve to... Godfrey, you fucked up. How in the world you gonna let this dude,
Godfrey,
this British dude, have the nerve to say, if you slow the Nigerian, accent down, and then slow it down, and then you add slavery to it, and all that shit, and that's end up being the Southern accent, and you just go up and smell it like, oh, that was good. Seriously. And I was rooting for you, Godfrey, I was fucking rooting for you, speaking up for black folks, but not until you go up on your fellow Africans and then you just let him say what he says about us, saying that we're insecure. Our rights are fucking under threat right now. Instead of you really being speaking up, see, you like a lot of those white liberals who like to preach, try to speak up for black folks and other minorities. But when you get to your own kinfolk, when you get to the dinner table with your kinfolk, you're quiet as a fucking mouse. We saw that. And it's going worldwide on the internet. You're cooked. You straight up cooked.
Even if other things globally, those black people in other countries, they don't have the same tenacity or the willpower as us. That's why we are different from other people. That's why we're not flat black globalists. That's why we don't link anything to Africa, because Africa has no points on the scoreboard. We have plenty of points on the scoreboard over here in America. So that shows right there that we are a different group than those people in the Africas. Because if that was the case, you would have beautiful spots popping up in Africa. You would have Africans with their own swag. Niggas wouldn't be copying off of foundational black Americans. They would be doing their own thing. But see, it's the opposite way around. Everybody copies off of us, the so-called microcosm of blackness that's only allegedly 14% in this country. I say it's more, but we are the purveyors. We are the leaders in culture, as I had that sister just play. We are the culture leaders. So other people, they don't have the same thing as us. Yeah, I've had arguments with Godfrey on Instagram. So Godfrey name is Mud in my book. Yeah, right? That's right. We the only people. And we have toilets. Those other people don't have toilet. They don't even have toilets over there. Yeah, they're Africans. I don't call them black. They're Africans. I don't equate other people in blackness. That includes Caribbeans. I equate blackness with us because we were the ones. We were the only ones who said, yo, oh shit, well, we black. We didn't take no, everybody else was, oh, I'm Ghanaian. I'm from Timbuktu. I'm from every fucking where else. They wouldn't accept being called black. They would say black to me is a dirty word. Now everybody see how much black is popping. Now everybody want to be black. That's right, Project Leroy. I couldn't imagine that. We on code, as you seen down in Mississippi right now. All them black people ain't have to tell nobody to tell them, hey, yo, y'all all come meet down here. No, everybody heard was like, yo, it's on. I'm down there tomorrow. Fuck that. You could tell almost all the stores were closed up in that town. That meant all the black people called out of work. That's right, Pinky. We are the only black people. That's it. That's it. I don't accept other groups into blackness just because they now want to do like this and show their hand, be like, yeah, because of our skin color. No, nigga. No. Like I said, everybody want our rhythm, but they don't want our damn blues. That's why we delineate. That's why we're separating from other groups, which we should have been done a long time ago. But that's why we're delineating. We're gonna show you a reason. Yeah, let's show them that right there. We ain't like no Africans. And Africans ain't like us. Yeah, that's right. We don't want no African blues. Oh nigga. We are all in the tribe, nigga. Umaniwe. Umaniwe, nigga. We are niggas. We are beat down. We don't want African blues. We don't want to be singing about getting beat down and smacked with bamboo sticks by the Chinese. We don't want to be running around. Come back, Mr. White Man. Come back to Africa. Look at us. Look at South Africa. We would be living great if the white man was here. We don't got self-defeated niggas like that. Word up. Yes, that's right. Godfrey's still a damn tether. I've been saying that for years. I don't trust Godfrey. I don't trust any Nabisco. I don't trust Africans, Nabiscos, nobody. And when this Nabisco right here says that, she says it right, but I still don't trust her. Leave us alone. She's right about
If
this.
you
Leave us
hate
the
Black
fuck alone.
Americans, how hard is it just to leave them the fuck alone? I hate squash, you won't see me post. If you hate Black Americans, how hard is it just to leave them the fuck alone? I hate squash, you won't see me posting weird memes of it, posting stats and recipes, wearing squash face, telling other people not to eat it or look up anything about it. I just leave it the fuck alone.
There you go. This is what Africa look like right now. All y'all niggas who with the Wakanda shit. This is Africa, nigga. Yeah, with a damn they chasing them with spears. They dominating them over there.
This is Africa, Ghana specifically. There's a highway that goes from Ghana to the Ivory Coast, London, y'all. This is Africa, Ghana specifically. There's a highway that goes from Ghana to the Ivory Coast, and the portion
we don't got
of
nothing
this
in
highway
common with
that's
those
on
people.
the Ghana
Nothing.
side is just filled with trash. I'm talking about tens of miles of trash. Like they didn't turn this highway into literally a landfill.
I mean,
This
just look
trash
at
been
that. We
sitting
have
here
nothing in
forever,
common.
and there's only more trash on
They had
the
a bunch
way.
of Africans
And their
who were so
president
called in one of these
is
little
not even doing
basketball type
anything
camps.
about
And they
this
was living
trash.
like this
do
in
y'all
a damn
have a
house.
sanitation
And down in
department?
Atlanta.
Do y'all have a waste management system that you could utilize? Because this trash continues to pile up. And this highway goes, I want to say this highway go from Ghana all the way into Ivory Coast. So this trash is about to spill over into another African country. I don't know too much about what's going on the, how it looks in the Ivory Coast section, but Ghana is hella trashy right now on their side. And we're talking about tens miles of just
Word up, Project Leroy. You see this
on
shit.
a highway that's supposed to be cleared. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Is this unsanitary?
Like, they don't
And
even
when is
have a
Ghana
job.
going
They
to
don't
do
buy
something about
garbage
this?
trucks or anything. Like, what the fuck? They don't have anything going on over there. It's like, just like, that's a job niggas should be able to create automatically. Where's their entrepreneurs? Why you keep talking about, hey, nigga, hey, big head, come back to Africa, nigga. We love you. We want you all back in Africa. No. Clean your own shit up. Clean up your own damn country. Stop trying to get us to come over there and help fix up all your shit. Yeah, I don't take credit for proximity. I take credit for enduring. And Africans, blue, black, or whatever, haven't done anything. They haven't shown nor proven to me that they the masters or have the ability to do shit. When they come over here, they get up under white supremacy, and that's their fucking go-to. They don't do nothing. They don't create nothing. They don't have nothing popping. It's us that I don't do the proximity thing. My proximity is to other black people who make shit happen. Ain't no Africans out here where I'm at doing a damn thing. It's just foundational black Americans doing shit. We the niggas building the studios. We the niggas building all the infrastructure out here that's technological. Me and my man both just built the studio. Yeah, they come over here scamming. That's found in Africa. And they all in proximity over there in Africa, and yet they can't get together because of their tribalism. They can't get together because they don't fuck with the other group. You got 35, 50 damn mixed up tribes over there, and they can't get together. They all in proximity to each other, and they can't get together. No, we're the ones who everybody get their proximity from. And we're saying enough is enough. Hold your own fucking nuts. There's no more matte blackness, and we don't need them. Just like we told people, I don't want to see no African shit at Juneteenth. I don't want to see no Caribbean shit at Juneteenth. I don't want to see no niggas selling jerk chicken at Juneteenth. Have some good old foundational black American barbecue, nigga, and fry some chicken. That's what we do in the summer in America, in the South and in New York. See, I grew up in New York, but my family was from the South. So everything we did was was related to Southern culture. We didn't sit out, and then we would take in some things like my mother, because she would be around working with a lot of Italians. So my mother would make lasagna and shit like that. My mother never made a goosey soup. I remember when my mother first had to make jerk chicken because she finally had a Caribbean family that was going to come to her party. And I remember my mother like, well, I got to learn how to make this damn jerk chicken and these beans and rice. She said they call them red peas, but these are damn kidney beans. I remember my mother. Word up. Ain't over devils tripping over borders. We all over here where we exist, where we live. It ain't over no borders, because if you go over to Africa, they got borders right now. You cross them borders in Africa, I bet them Africans lock your ass up. Yeah, we learning every day. It doesn't matter if we using devil devices. I just posted how all these devil devices that y'all call devil devices were actually created by black people. Let me play this sister story real quick, because this is where I want to get into it. Because people say, oh, we're using devil devices and all that. If that's the case, why were black people the ones making all the shit? Why is GPS made by black people? Why is everything else made by black people? We ain't talking about Africans either. I'm talking about foundational black Americans. We the ones make shit. Oh, I hope I didn't delete that sister story. I might have. I think I might have fucked around and deleted that sister story. Yeah, go figure. I'll get it back tomorrow. I'll get the story back, but yeah. I got a wonderful story about a sister who talks about how we created the chat GPTs and all that shit. All that AI shit was created by Black Americans. I made a mistake and deleted that sister's story. Yeah, I think I did. Damn. Yeah, I think I made a mistake and deleted that sister's story. I'll get it back tomorrow. I'll get it back tomorrow. Yeah, I had a story. I posted it on my Instagram. It's on my Instagram. Yeah, that's what Africans invented, fleeing. They didn't invent anything that we invented. Africans invented fleeing. They haven't invented a damn thing like we did. But I'm gonna get that story. I'll bring it back because I think I played it yesterday, but I'll bring that story back with the sister who shows how, all this chat AI, all this shit that we talking about, devil device, all this was created by Black people. Oh, excuse me. There we go. There's no separation, rap. We've been delineate. The delineation already happened. It's just time for Pan-Africanists and everybody to wake up and get in step. We've already delineated, and there's no going back, family. There is no going backwards. Listen to this brother talk about them and their microaggressions.
Watch this video and let's talk about it.
Locks too.
Where's their locks or braids?
Locks.
May I touch them?
No. Touch mine.
Well, no, I want to feel like
No, okay. Not hers.
No, were you serious? I didn't mean to.
No, I'm serious. You can touch mine.
But like.
I'm Dr. Michael H. Ford, and let's talk about what you just saw. A white woman wanted to touch a little black girl's hair. Her father said no and offered his own hair instead. She said no. She specifically wanted the child's. Let's talk about what that moment actually reveals. The impulse to reach for black hair without permission has been documented by researchers as a racial microaggression, an assertion of power and privilege that treats black bodies as public property available for white curiosity. It has been documented in peer-reviewed academic journals and law reviews, and it goes back further than most people realize. In ancient African communities, hair carried profound cultural meaning. Like your hairstyle communicated your tribal identity, your age, your marital status, your rank in society. Hair was not decoration, hair was dignity. When enslaved Africans arrived in America, that dignity was systematically stripped. Their bodies, including their hair, became objects, curiosities, things to be inspected and handled without consent. That history did not stay in the past. It shape-shifted into the present, and the children are not exempt. An Arizona State University study published in the journal Body Image, the first study of its kind to examine hair satisfaction in young black girls, found that as many as 81% of black girls between the ages of 10 and 14 reported having their hair touched without permission. The lead researcher called these experiences normative. Not rare, not unusual, normal. Something black girls are expected to simply absorb as a part of growing up. Now back to this video. He said no. He offered his own hair as an alternative. She rejected that and went back for the child. That is not curiosity, that is entitlement. The belief that her desire to touch outweighs a father's right to protect his own daughter. The belief that a black child's body is somehow more accessible than a grown man's. And when he held his boundaries, she asked, "Were you serious?" He was serious and he was right. Black hair is not a curiosity. It is not a public exhibit. It belongs to the child wearing it. He said no. That should have been the end of it. And the fact that it wasn't tells you everything you need to know. Healing starts with knowing. Follow for more.
There you go. And yeah, there's no white no Ku Klux Klan talk and talking about delineation and separating ourselves from other Negroes. See, that was our biggest problem. See, we were so focused, hyper-focused on the white supremacists, we didn't realize that the white supremacists had infiltrated us with a bunch of hating-ass tethers and a bunch of hating-ass Africans, Caribbeans, and all these other groups, the whole black and brown, all that shit. All these people are tools of white supremacy. Electricity isn't witchcraft. Electricity is science. How the hell is electricity witchcraft? If you telling me that's why Africa don't got no lights because it's witchcraft? Well, I would say I'd rather some goddamn witchcraft than to be living in a world without any goddamn electricity. How about that? And it was our good brother Lewis Latimer who put the intricate shit together about electricity. Our good brother Lewis Latimer. While people talk about Ben Franklin, he just went out there and got struck by goddamn lightning. That's it. He learned about conduits and conductivity. Black people, it was a brother who went and put it into books and made it science. So, yeah, there's no Klan talking about delineation from other people who don't have goddamn electricity, and we do. Remember, during the Great Depression, when white people lights was all out, black people lights was still on. That's why they talk about in the Wizard of Oz, the Emerald City and a city full of lights. That was them expressing their hatred over black people having lights. See, when you come to when they come to the Emerald City, everybody's dressing dandy, everybody's fresh. That's where you start hearing that word dandy. That's right. The filament and all that came. But Lewis Latimer didn't just do the filament. He the brother who literally made it how your electrical grid is set up in your house. All electrical grids are still set up from the 1800s the way it was written under Lewis Latimer. Lewis Latimer trademarked and had a whole bunch of books on electricity. He's the #1 person. He was going over to England. England didn't have lights till Lewis Latimer came over to England. While America had electricity and lights, England didn't have lights yet until Lewis Latimer came over. That's right, Black Are You? Because the white people made it South Africa. Yeah, the white people made it South Africa. That's why it has the name Africa in it. And the word African comes from Africanus, a general Africanus, a general from Rome. That's why Africa is named Africa. Africa, South Africans didn't do a damn thing. They let themselves get rolled over. 90% of the damn population got rolled over by 10%. That sounds like an African problem, not a foundational Black American problem, because whenever they tried to do shit to us, we said, hell no. Oh, there's going to be separate water fountains. Oh, hell no, it ain't. It's going to be one water fountain or everybody going to catch hell because Black people were smart. We knew what the hell these people would do. You know, you got Africans over there in South Africa right now who separate themselves by, oh, we are the whatever they call themselves, the mixed South Africans. They made a whole buffer class over there of them. I talk to people from South Africa every day on TikTok. We are not the same. Africans do not. That's why They over there fighting with other Africans right now who've been putting their lives in hell. So this ain't an FBA problem. This is an everybody problem. Everybody waking up because we the ones who said it first. Now everybody else who been delineating against us, now they're delineating against each other as they've always done through tribalism. Yeah, colorism is a South African problem. What was the girl that they tried to bring over here and steal Aaliyah's style? What was that girl name? You don't even hear that girl no more because we made that girl name synonymous with mud. Here they go catching the people who was with Carmelo in all types of cases. This is the judges and stuff. So this is how I know my brother Carmelo is going to get a goddamn appeal. We just got to make sure he got the right lawyer.
Jane Doe 1, claiming Willis invited her to his hotel room during a work trip. She claims Willis told her, quote, "I'm not sure where it could lead, but we could explore." The plaintiffs claim they made complaints to HR, but nothing was done. And they
wait, of course Uncle Tom is my people. Uncle Tom ain't come from no Africa. Uncle Tom was the good guy. Uncle Tom was the one trying to look out for the people on the plantation, whereas Sambo was the bad guy. If you go back and read Uncle Tom's Cabin, Sambo, and it's not just one Sambo. Sambo is a multiple amount of Negroes. See, Sambo is a multitude of self-hating Negroes, whereas Uncle Tom is the one real foundational Black American who's trying to look out for his people and make sure they get it right. Uncle Tom is the good guy. So I don't know what that means when you say Uncle Tom, he your folk as well. Yeah, Uncle Tom is my folk, but he not Africa folk. Uncle Tom is not synonymous to Africa. If the Olmecs were so-called fathers of all technology, then why the hell they ain't around doing nothing? I don't want to hear about that. They went to space on an ancient, everything they built was in stone. So how would they build a spaceship and anything else? They traveled and so much that they disappeared. Remember that now. That's your own thing. You talking about how educated and traveling they was. Well, that sounds like Tethers. Tethers are well educated and travel around till they disappear, till they don't exist no more, till they mix into the dominating culture. See, Black Americans, we could travel, but we know how to take our asses back home. See, there was brothers and sisters who went over and looked at Liberia for a minute and was like, oh, hell no, that ain't where we from. We ain't going to no Liberia. So all that African shit is out the window.
Was done. And they allege Assistant DA Worski retaliated against them by changing work assignments and complaining about their performance. In a statement, Worski told Fox 4, quote, "This is obviously a politically motivated and politically timed lawsuit based on lies and recycled untruths by some very disgruntled and very troubled individuals." The statement went on to say, "I can't wait to get into court and clear my name." Now, the Collin County judge, Chris Hill, and the 4 commissioners are also named in that lawsuit. And according to the lawsuit, they allege that they knew what was going on in that, quote, toxic work environment and worked to cover it up, allegedly.
Now, with all that being said, right, they said that they couldn't wait to get into court, to clear their names. They could not wait, right? Because they said they were going to fight this. This was politically motivated, and these were all lies, right? But then we get here, right? Collin County reaches $1.75 million.
South Africa wasn't called South Africa at that
agreement. in lawsuit against DA Greg Willis. So they had to give up $1,750,000, right? Now, plaintiffs who originally accused Coleman County District Attorney Greg Willis of sexual harassment and employment discrimination have settled their case. An attorney for Willis and the plaintiffs dismissed their claims against the DA. Attorneys for the plaintiffs filed an amended complaint that had no mention of sexual harassment a few days before the mutual release of parties appeared on the commissioner's court agenda. The plaintiffs will split the $1.750 million
shit ain't got
settlement
nothing to do
equally
with
according
us.
to an email statement from the attorneys. In exchange, the plaintiffs dismissed their claims and resigned from any position they had with the county. Man, so they already costing this county money, and the women took the money and ran. It wasn't worth it. So Susan Hutchinson, why would you pay anything if you're innocent? If you're innocent, why would you pay? Especially being accused of something like that, right? So you gave money to run away. Susan Hutchinson, one of the attorneys for the plaintiffs, said the settlement will be paid for out of the county's insurance, not public funds. This settlement essentially maxed out the county's available insurance money, she said. Rogue Duns is Willis' attorney. He said Willis had the support of numerous female employees in the office. Lies.
Mic check, mic check. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, hold on. I got to come back in because you're not listening. Mic check. And Uncle Tom was the damn hero. I don't know where you getting that information from. Mic check, mic check. Hold on. Mic check. Hold on. It's doing its bullshit again. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. I'm back. Yeah, no, Uncle Tom was the goddamn hero. So I don't know what Uncle Tom's Cabin you read. Uncle Tom was the goddamn hero. I don't know what you talking about. And again, I'm gonna tell you this: Africa ain't did shit. Africa ain't did shit. Africa don't get allowed to be a part of nothing because they ain't did shit. Nothing. You can say whatever you want about whatever, but that shit ain't nothing. Ain't no Olmecs around. Ain't no Africans doing nothing. We the only ones still doing and producing shit right now. Still changing culture. Still changing societal norms right now. We earthly because we from this soil. That's just a thing for that. That's just natural. Yeah, that's right, Maxwell. Egypt was building pyramids. We built mounds. There's a difference between mounds and pyramids. And the Egyptians that were the Egyptians are gone. They're long and gone. Y'all forget there were two Egypts. There was northern Egypt and southern Egypt. Southern Egypt existed in the Sudan. That was the longest lasting part of Egypt was southern Egypt, whereas northern Egypt was pilfered by the white supremacists and taken over and flooded with the Arabs. The Egypt you going through now, you can't go off of that. That Egypt is long and desiccated. Because if we going off of right now, Africa ain't done shit. And Egypt is overtaken by Arabs who now claim the culture. Nobody's talking about where they had the most pyramids. The most pyramids are in the Sudan. If we gonna be talking about Egypt and shit, we got Egypt on the Potomac. They call it Egypt on the Potomac out here in Virginia. We have that every summer. But I don't equate all that to Egypt. Some people do. I don't. I equate that to the foundational Black American people who were already indigenous to this damn place. They wouldn't have had to create all these laws if they weren't trying to shake us up out of our roots. We'll just get into some last ratchet shit and then we're going to get out of here because we can see they already starting a fuckery.
You're not our dad.
I don't have to be your dad, but you are going to respect me as a man of the house. You understand me?
I'm not respecting shit.
Go back to your room.
Now look at this. Here's an Arab. Here's an Arab that usurped some black people.
I don't have to be your dad, but you are
house.
going to respect me as a man of the house.
Look at this. See?
I'm not respecting shit.
Go back to your room. Okay, we're having a discussion.
That's my sister.
Yeah, well, this is my house. As long as they're in my house. Yes.
Do you know that he changed the locks?
What? Are you crazy?
I'm not crazy.
Because he thinks he's daddy.
Nah, if that's that man's house, y'all gotta respect his rules.
Wait, hold on. When you bury those facts, you imitate someone created, not family one blood, even when mutated natural or parts. I don't know what the hell that even means. That sounds like jail babble. I don't know what you're talking about. We ain't burying no facts. The facts that we unburying is the facts that we already been here and that we don't have no direct connection to Africa. We're not generic Africans. We're not mutants. We're not from parts unknown or nothing. We from right here. We from this soil. That's it. We ain't from places unknown. We from here. We from right here. Everybody know we from right here. Only people try to act like we ain't from here are Pan-Africans and other niggas. That's right, Maxwell. We don't have to look back. Our shit is right here. We looking at right now. I ain't got to keep worrying about some shit that was long ago. We from a lineage that we could track our shit right now. We ain't got to look for no mumbo jumbo, no ancient stones or nothing. Everything we got is right here. The stones we got is called a damn grave. It's called a cemetery where we can go and look at our people. We are the indigenous Black people to this country. We don't have shit to do with Africa. We're not Adolf. ADOS is a goddamn you can't say F Tom. Uncle Tom was a hero. You can't say F Tom. Uncle Tom was our hero. That was our brother. So you can't say F Uncle Tom. Oh no, we can't do that. We can't do that right there. And we're not ADOS. Yeah, we're fighting. We're the ones fighting the global system of white supremacy. Ain't no Africans fighting white supremacy. Ain't no Caribbeans fighting white supremacy. Ain't no Latinos fighting white supremacy. Ain't no Asians fighting white supremacy. Only us. That's right, Maxwell. We know where our people at. And it's not a myth. And it ain't no shit we got to make up. We don't have to have long African stories about some bullshit. We just tell it like it is. So all that African shit is gone. Yeah. ADOS is an organization. That's what I'm telling them. FBA is our lineage. We're not part of a group. If the Egyptians was Olmecs, why they stones and their heads did not look the same? Stop playing with me, man. There's no Olmec head looking niggas found in Egypt. In southern Egypt, you find stones that look like that, but you don't find stones that look like that in northern Egypt. Ain't no Olmec looking heads in northern Egypt. In southern Egypt, how can I not comprehend hieroglyphics when we use emojis every day? That's what emojis are, hieroglyphics. What are you talking about? How you talking about? That's all hieroglyphics is emojis. Y'all be thinking them hieroglyphics was saying some deep shit. Them hieroglyphics wasn't saying shit deep. Did you know that most hieroglyphics, when you go look at those obelisks, when they go look at those obelisks and they read what's on those obelisks, those obelisks were saying what we would be saying right now. The New York Knicks 94, the goddamn San Antonio Spurs 88. That's what the obelisk was saying. Obelisk didn't say anything so righteous like you would think. No, they were giving the score on shit that was happening in the neck of the woods. The Olmecs and Egypt ain't responsible for shit because neither one of them exists anymore. You can't find an Egyptian right now. You can't find the Olmec. You told me the Olmecs were so technologically they went to space. Make it make sense. If all science came from them, because remember, you act like science is something that just is written in stone. Science is learning. Science is acquired knowledge. You come up with a hypothesis, then you create a theory, and then you prove said hypothesis through said theory. That's what science is. So you can't say all science was created from them because nigga, there's new science. We've had way more science than they had in Egypt. The hell are you talking about? That Egyptian science will be equated to Stone Age science. Uh-oh, you done caught the family's attention. What you're not getting it. All that African shit is out the window. We are not Africans. Egyptians and them, they, like I say again, you tell me they so technological and shit, but they going. Foundational Black Americans have proven that we're highly technological, but we're still here. We haven't been erased. Well, yeah, Bronze Reaper, there you go, that too. What do we mean by devils flooded villages globally? They didn't see. This is what y'all get. Y'all got villages everywhere. Wasn't a village. I don't know what you're talking about. Devil-made borders. There was borders already. People already had borders. It just wasn't written down. If you rolled into another nigga territory, another nigga might take you hostage and your people. That was a border. You just didn't know it was a border. Everybody's always had borders. It's just white people who put it on paper. Nah, everybody had fire. Everybody, that the white man created fire, that's a lie. The white man had to discover fire. Everybody else already had fire. That's well documented. I told people, you know how they able to discover if a society existed and where it was at, and if it was established, was through a landfill, through your damn garbage. They could find places where people threw away their garbage. When people were settled in places, they had landfills and they had burning pits because they would burn things. You knew to burn the hides that weren't no good and stuff like that because you didn't want to bring other wild animals around into your neck of the woods. That Sphinx head was not no Olmec head. No, you telling me I've seen that Sphinx head was a Sudanese type face. They have Sphinx down in Sudan right now where the faces ain't blown off. Yeah, fire was here before cavemen. People already had fire. That's like third grade science. When you was a kid, they try to tell you that some niggas sat around and some lightning struck a damn tree and niggas was like, ooh, ooh. Then how would they keep the fire going the entire time? That makes no damn sense. Who was what big-headed scientist? What are you talking about? I'm trying to understand you. I'm trying to figure out. You about to make me go back to my ratchetness.
His rules, and if y'all can't respect his rules, then y'all need to get out because y'all look like y'all grown anyway.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is the problem. People want to mistreat people because they're not their biological dad, but respect that man at the end of the day if you don't do anything else.
You're a father. You're not.
You can't change the law.
Listen, both of y'all are going to zip it right now. Okay, you're gonna do whatever I say, and whatever I say goes. And if you're not gonna respect that, then you can just stay out here for some more minutes.
Stay out. This is my house.
Open the door. That's my sister.
I can hear. You met me here.
You don't pay any bills here.
What do you pay, sir?
I would say to that story, why does she think those young women are like that?
Okay, but where's
because they mom.
I don't care if you don't like the rules or you don't like him.
I don't have
at the end of the day, that is his.
Remove that.
As a man of the house.
Respectfully, I'm not respecting shit.
Go back to your room.
What do you mean? Who was the big-headed scientist? What are you talking about?
As long as they're in my house.
What big-headed scientist?
What?
I'm not crazy.
Because he thinks he's daddy.
Nah, if that's that man's house, y'all gotta respect his rules. And if y'all can't respect his rules, then y'all need to get out because y'all look like y'all grown anyway. Y'all
money meat stew. Oh, yo, word up. Yeah. All you had to do was say Yakub. Malachi York and them say Yakub created the grafted devil. We already know that. And Yakub created the so-called grafted devil from the soul of a black person and a monkey. You know that part too? That's what they tell you too. But all them niggas is in jail, so you have to figure. Malachi Z. York and them was doing a lot of weird stuff. So you could still purport to all that crazy information and aliens and shit and all that dumb shit. But I do know this. I see white supremacy every day. I ain't seen a damn alien. Yeah, Rice Krispie treats. And it turns out they didn't even make Rice Krispie treats. Oh, that's another story to get into. Oh, yeah. I seen that on TikTok. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, they finally talking about how white people didn't even make Rice Krispie treats. They stole that too. You know, they didn't do anything. They sat around gossiping and shit. And all I'm saying is this, like, we don't have nothing as we roll into Juneteenth tomorrow. We don't have today, tomorrow. We don't have anything that we have to owe to other groups. We foundational Black Americans are the only group on the planet Earth that stands up, fights the system of white supremacy, calls it what it is. We are the only culture that people are trying to copy and cosplay. We are the only people who food gets copied and cosplayed. We're the only people that people are trying to make into generic Africans, which we are not. Africans don't have anything comparable to what we've done. They don't have a Michael Jackson. They don't have no Michael Jordans. They don't have nothing like what we got. Nothing. No milk, no syrup, no nothing. Yeah, they made Lice Krispie treats. Lice Krispie. They used to eat the lice off of their heads. This is not a made-up story. If y'all ever heard the story of Heidi, listen to Heidi when she's trapped up on the goddamn mountain with the old white man and they have to eat the lice out of each other's hair so they can survive the winter. Oh, bronze. Yeah, illegal alien. That's right, Pinky. They owe us. We don't owe nobody else shit but a swift kick in the motherfucking ass. Man. Yeah, Joseph Coney, it wasn't shit. All the niggas they produced was nothing. They don't have anything. Afro beats, to truth be told, Afro beats comes from America. And that African brother was talking about it. How we had to come to LA to learn how to get that shit working. What about volcanoes? What about stones? None of that is pertaining to us talking about getting rid of the system of white supremacy. See, this is babble. You babbling now. You just talking about shit that doesn't make any sense. I'm on here talking about welcome to Sentobia, Mississippi. And one thing you said, speak about the young brother's death. He wasn't a young brother, it was a baby. It was a baby that was passed away. Now you're talking about stones and South American stones, and Akhenaten was Yakub. And what the hell does that do for foundational Black Americans? I'm asking you, bless up black, bless black up. I'm asking you, what the hell does all these stones and a big-headed scientist, that nigga sound like a Somalian. What the hell that got to do with what we talking about, removing a system of white supremacy and replacing it with a system of justice? And that we foundational Black Americans aren't Africans. We're here from the soil. We the only ones got the tenacity to fight the system of white supremacy. Name to me who in Africa is fighting white supremacy. Name me. There's over 50 countries over there. And I bet you can't name one country that's solidly so-called fighting white supremacy. I'll wait. That doesn't do anything. The white people are already here. Do he got a default code that we could go back and make white people not exist? No, they already here. You got to be Pan-African. Project Leroy, word up. It's like we talk about this, and then now niggas talk about stones and shit in South America and Akhenaten and Yakub. Was Yakub in South America? I thought he was in goddamn Africa. Creating white people in volcanoes and shit. That's crazy. Yeah, we're we're in America. The pygmies is the Hobbit. See, the pygmies now, these was the hobbits, right? And see, they had this ring, and they had to go to the volcano where Akhenaten was making he was making the orcs. See, the orcs and the ogres, that's white people. He made them out of a volcano. They called it Mount Doom. And so then some pygmy brothers had to take this ring, and they had to climb Mount Doom where Akhenaten used to make the grafted devil, but they were really orcs. We're not a 3-letter agent. We're not a clique. We are a lineage. Get it straight. We are a lineage. That's the hobbits. You talk about a clique, a 3-letter organization. See, you fucking up. I'm trying to let you stay, but you're fucking up. You're fucking up. Because yeah, that's right, Project Leroy. We were never savages. This nigga telling us the story of Lord of the Rings. And see, these hobbits now, they had got the book from about Egypt, and they knew that Egypt was the great place. So they had to go to Mount Doom because this ring that they had, it was fucking up everything. And see, So they had to go climb because Sauron is actually Akhenaten. Sauron, that's the word for Sauron. Go to Massachusetts. Bronze, you up in Massachusetts, Bronze. Oh Lord. Yeah, Pinky, well, they already excavated one of them and they already seen that it's black people. That's why they wanted to excavate this one really big one that they about to do right out here. I see the lights on the shit. They got all them fucking things up around it. So we gonna see this summer what they got over there, because they did a smaller one last year. Word up. This nigga started talking about stones and Mount Doom and the grafted devil. What the hell is that doing for us, giving us a Lord of the Rings story? Because that's literally what you did. You was like, oh, the stones and the Olmecs. But they were so technological that they don't exist. There should be a country of Olmecs right now. No, it's very important which black people birthed him. He was birthed by a foundational black American mama. And if y'all, because I ain't with no I didn't create nothing. I heard Yakub did that in Africa. So that sounds like an African problem. We ain't create nothing. We're talking about a system. You talking about we can't get rid of Yakub. We can get rid of Yakub anytime we feel like it. But because of the type of people we are, because we believe in Mother Gaia and the earth and the spirit and the nature of being, we don't harm things like that. I know, Bronze, I know it's about war. It's actually not World War II. It's about World War I. Because that's when J.R.R. Tolkien, he served in World War I. That's what it was about. I'm just cracking a joke about it. Because the way that story is told, it's almost like Lord of the Rings shit. And the Olmecs, wait, I hate Pat Ewing. I don't hate Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing is a tether. That's why the Knicks never won. Because he was always against his foundational black American brothers that was on the team. Talking about we ain't we doing what everybody been doing to us. Everybody been saying they know black and I'm not a black American. Y'all family, y'all follow me. You know I did a broadcast like 6 months ago where I had a black so-called woman who we thought was black, but then she says, "Don't kill me. Go kill some black American. I'm Jamaican." And she starts screaming all of that about go kill some black Americans. But now y'all want to get booty hurt when we tell y'all that we delineating. Man, move on with that bullshit. You can flat black your ass into the goddamn universe. That shit ain't gonna work on us. We done. We realized this is why we were never getting forward, because we had all these enemies. Now we cleaning house. Yeah, Star Wars was about the Epstein files. That's right, Pinky. We doing what everybody else been doing. Now y'all want to keep trying to make us Africa. We're not synonymous to Africa, and Africa is not synonymous to us. We are not the same. I don't know what you talk about hate. There is no hate. You didn't hear me once say we hate anybody. So you can't just sit here and contrive shit, best black up. You can't contrive shit and call it clan separatist rap. What are you talking about? We're delineating. We're tired of being compromised and everybody being black when they do crime. No, you're going to take your trash with you. You're Nigerian when you do something good. You're going to take your Nigerian trash with you. You're Jamaican when you do something good. You're going to take your Jamaican trash with you. You're Ghanaian when you do something good. You're going to take your Ghanaian trash with you. Everybody's going to take their trash. You're going to be a Puerto Rican or a Dominican when you do something good? Well, take your Dominican and Puerto Rican trash with you. That's what we're saying. We're not accepting anybody else's trash. Our gates are closed. If you don't like it, go over to Africa. Go to the Caribbean. Go build with them niggas. We over here building on foundational Black American business. We're not haggling. We're not up here trying to rap with anybody else. This is our business. Yeah, he's getting to the point. The wrench is about to be gone. Trying to give a nigga a chance. People like, y'all niggas only want to listen to yourselves. You damn right. You damn right. I do better listening to myself and others who think like me. That's the one problem. That's why niggas was so confused, because we were trying to think like everybody else instead of thinking like ourselves and being a whole happy group of black people who are the only ones who are black and relying on ourselves because we try to think like other people. We ain't doing all that shit no more. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Foundation, blood, and human blood. Our lineage is foundation because we were here before the country was built. That's what a foundation is. Without a foundation, you can't build nothing on top of it. White people couldn't get nothing popping until they had to latch on to us. Yeah, lineage has nothing to do with blood. That's what I'm like, what is he talking about? You get human blood. That's a natural. Human blood is just as natural as humans breathing. That's a natural thing. Everybody breathes. So, of course, everybody got blood. You're not making any sense. That sounds weirdo right there. Human blood. Come on, brother. I'm trying to give you a chance. Get your shit fixed. We done dropped all this knowledge. We done said all this truth, and you're still backpedaling. We're trying to teach you how to doggy paddle so you can, because your pedaling is just leaving you in the middle of the ocean of despair. If you doggy paddle, you can at least get your ass to land and stand on some solid ground. Then you'll know what a foundation is. So all that playing like we don't know and we gotta be from Africa, that shit, that book, that chapter to the book is over. We ain't going back, and you can say clan this, clan, whatever the fuck. We finally standing on our business like everybody stands on their business against us. Can't wait, what? Now you talk about Patrick Ewing learned basketball from project. From what project? What are you talking about? See, now you babbling. This is like jail shit. Now, I don't even know where Patrick Ewing comes into this story. And Patrick Ewing is a tether. He's a Jamaican tether. What Patrick Ewing got to do? What has Patrick Ewing done for the foundational Black American family? Because I don't know what you're talking about. He had to stand next to Tracy Morgan when they was talking about the NBA championships. He couldn't stand there by himself. They had to have him with Tracy Morgan. Yeah, the white tea supremacists fired Patrick Ewing. The hell are you talking about? Where's Patrick Ewing's son? His son ain't even barely make it in the NBA. Yeah, what the hell him being from Massachusetts got to do with anything, though? I'm trying to figure out. Because it ain't making no sense. And I didn't once say, hey, man, I hate this nigga Patrick Ewing. I don't give a shit about Patrick Ewing. He had the worst sneakers next to Shaq. So if we got some, there's some twinning right there. Him and Shaq had the worst fucking sneaker turnout ever. Him and Shaq. Shaq sneakers suck, and Patrick Ewing sneakers suck. I don't know what peace, not desperate. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, go roll a blunt. And that's a given to stay out of hospitals and courts. That's a given. But yeah, you still ain't explained what the hell you was talking about with Patrick Ewing. Project Leroy, you already know. We know this. We just trying to understand where the babbling is coming from and what they were talking about. Because I didn't hear nothing. All I heard is stones. I heard about Olmecs, niggas going to space, niggas so technologically advanced that they don't exist no more. That's all I heard. I don't know what he was talking about, but yeah, you disrupted the whole talk about Sentobia, Mississippi. That's where we was at. I don't know what the hell you was talking about. Yeah, I believe he did. Jamaicans, there was always borders. Just because it wasn't written on a map, nigga, go get some of the earliest maps that the Moors had. And clearly on those Moorish maps, there were borders. Clearly they were mapped. But white people just didn't respect no border. White people just came and showed up like, hey, I'm discovering you. I don't understand what you're talking about. Where was borders before the devil? There was always borders. Because if that was the case, then the map would have just a big old map with no lines in it. No countries, no nothing. It would just be a map. But if you go and actually look at some of the maps, you can go right here in DC. In DC, you can go to the Natural History Museum. because America procured a lot of them maps. They have the map that Cortez used to get over here. And it clearly has borders. It clearly tells you of different nations and empires in the Americas. This whole idea that, oh, just because some white folks made, no, black people had maps with goddamn lines on it too. The Moors were black. That's what Moor means, black. Yeah. The Chinese over there whooping on Jamaicans. And what is that, Massachusetts? What is that going to mean about looking up some apartments in Cambridge, Massachusetts? What is that going to mean? Did you live there? Because I don't understand. What the hell is that supposed to mean to me, looking up an apartment complex in Massachusetts? Yeah, Mojave means black, all of that. Here's a person in here right now, Best Black Up. There's a brother right here, Rosalind Perkins, Bronze Reaper Media. He's in Boston and all that. He's telling you Cambridge is not a goddamn hood. What are you talking about? Yo, Maxwell, why would they have wars if they didn't have borders? What is he talking about? If they didn't have no borders, why would they have fucking why would they be warring all these Indian tribes? The Comanche and the goddamn Cherokee were always fighting. When they have a map called the Confederated Nations of America. And on that map, they have where the Cherokee and all them live. And then you know what's funny about that? They have all the other tribes that they don't consider the civilized tribes on that same map. And guess where all those tribes are? All along the East Coast, the Southeast, into the Southwest. Those are considered the tribes with black people. See, because remember when you call yourself a civilized tribe, that was you who were willing to, your red natives who was up there laying up with Becky and Brad. Hoods aren't where do you know that white people have Section 8 in the suburbs? Do you know that, Best Black Up? That's not a hood. See, you saying things that aren't true. You know, white people have neighborhoods that are really nice looking that don't look like the hood, but it's full of Section 8 white people. Because that's the number one people on Section 8. Go look it up. Then Latinos, then black people, with Asians being a close tie to black people. Y'all like, what? I thought Asians were so smart. And then they put, no, lots of Asians are on Section 8. Just come out here to Virginia where I live. I'll take you up to the county building and you'll see all them Asian faces in there, all them Latinos. There ain't no separation rap. This is a delineation rap. If you upset about us delineation, well, you should have talked to your brethren. Go talk to your Caribbean brethren and your African brethren who always delineate against us. We're just delineating. Sorry you niggas feel bad about it because your shit gonna dry up. But that's it, nigga. That's a wrap. The delineation already happened. Ain't no going back. This the new normal. This ain't no rap. This the motherfucking facts. We ain't going backwards. For nobody. What is y'all talking about? Yeah, I know where Roxbury is. Yo, Roslan, word up. I know where Roxbury is. It's nowhere near no Cambridge. Exactly, Maxwell. They all do. You'll come out here, you'll see around the first, you be in the grocery store, you see these Latino women with 3 carts full of all types of shit with a damn badass Latino kid on top of the food. That's right, Project Leroy. What do you mean the Atlantic? We were separated by more than 38 million 3,800,000 miles from each other. What are you talking about? Ain't no Africans was coming over here. They stopped traveling. I just told you that and proved that they stopped traveling after a certain time. It was damn near 300-400 years before another actual physical African ever arrived in America. And not by their damn choice. Bronze, I know, I already know. Yeah, the Atlantic did separate us. What is he talking about? Ain't no Bantu canoes get over here, nigga. What are you talking about? You fought over what BS rap? Because I'm pretty sure it was the African. So you grew up bougie, nigga. If Cambridge was your stomping grounds, that's a tether. That's a tether neighborhood. Cambridge is full of Jamaican tethers. Yeah. Like when I take people to what I call a hood, I grew up in the hood. When I take people to Long Island, people be like, damn, Breeze, this don't seem like no damn hood. I'm like, yeah, it's got houses, it's got apartments around and shit. There were certain areas that you didn't go to, even if it was houses. But yeah, word up. I ain't ashamed of the hood. I love the hood. I take my kids back there. My kids don't even call it the hood. They be like, Dad, you be telling lies because it look too nice out here and everybody too nice. I'm like, yeah, because they meeting you for the first time and all that. You got to be around for a minute to catch the bullshit. But our hoods wasn't really bad because of us. It was bad because niggas coming from Queens and Brooklyn. That's what I'm saying. Project Leroy built my grandmother house was built. And my grandfather, they built that house brick by brick, a brick house. Mariners. Then why did the Africans not have no mariners in the 18th century, in the 19th century, in the 20th century? Why they don't have no mariners right now? I'm thinking of that lake. There's a big ass lake in Africa that's really big. And that lake be whooping Africans' asses. I don't want to. All they could do is come with little raggedy speedboats off the coast of Somalia. And the only time they could get niggas is when the ships come close to shore. That's when they can race out. There's no big African pirates nowhere no more. Come on, man. Stop talking about mariners. You talking about DC Comics Submariner, nigga? Because the Africans haven't been doing anything in a long time. Yeah, back in the days, niggas used to travel. I get all that. That's back in the day shit. But what is that back in the day shit doing for niggas right now? The reason I don't talk about Yakub, the grafted devil, and all that, because what the fuck is talk about Yakub gonna do about right now? What is talking about stones and Olmecs and niggas being educated in science in the past if it don't work for right now? Yeah, Cambridge is Boston's neighbor. What are you talking about? But it ain't hood. It ain't no hood, nigga. And there's mad Caribbeans out in Cambridge. I know that for a fact. All the Caribbean niggas that lived in Long Island with me will always go to Cambridge on the weekend to go see their other Caribbean family. I'm not just from New York. I'm born and raised in New York. I didn't leave New York till I went. Well, I used to leave New York because I used to play for the Salvation Army basketball. So when you play basketball, you would go in and out of the country. But I'm saying when I finally left New York as my own to live, I was 17 years old. I went to college. I went to Waynesburg University first in Pittsburgh, out in Allegheny County, outside of Pittsburgh. That's where I went first. And then I saw all the damn racism out there. And I was like, shit. So I went back home, did half a semester at Old Westbury University, and then I got my scholarship to Coppin State. And then I went to Coppin State in Baltimore, Maryland. What do you mean off with the history of travel? How are you going to tell me? Tell me where they were traveling. Give me somewhere where they were traveling in 1800. What Africans, where were they going in the 1700s? Tell me. Because there is no work about Africans traveling in the 1600s, 50. You know when y'all niggas was traveling, when niggas from Africa were traveling, that was in the Bronze Age, nigga. The Phoenicians and niggas like that. Africans ain't fucking traveled since BCE. Nigga, I go to Cambridge and talk shit to them niggas all day. Ain't nothing but a bunch of tethers and angry half breeds. Yeah. Hell is you talking about? Just like when I went out to Middletown, Pennsylvania, wasn't nothing but a bunch of angry light skinned niggas. That's the same with Cambridge. A bunch of angry light skinned niggas and tethers. I'll go out there talking sweet. I go talking shit to niggas in Boston. The Crusades were in the 16th century and the 15th century. Ain't no Africans was traveling nowhere. You can walk, niggas would walk to Jerusalem from Africa. Hell is you talking about? I'm well versed in the goddamn Crusades, nigga. I used to be a Pan-Africanist. I used to believe all that dumb bullshit. Because I kept saying, wait, why ain't nobody African ever down with us being Pan-Africans? And then when I came to the DMV, When I finally came out here and had an African bitch tell me to my face, you not my brother, you ain't from Africa. And I was like shocked. I was thinking all this time I was an African. And then an African told me I wasn't an African. And then I started doing research and more research. And I started realizing, like, wow, you're right. I'm not an African. And I cut them tethers off, rightfully so. But that's going to be it tonight, family. We had a great one. Appreciate everybody coming in here. Best Black up with his bullshit. We need somebody with some bullshit every once in a while. Either you going to get it or you don't, or you going to be left behind. That's all I can tell you. Shout out to Maxwell Jenkins, Project Leroy, Claude Van Dam, Diamond was in the house, Pinky was in the house. No FBA convo. FBA, where you at, nigga? They was both here. Shout out to Only Just J, Sirius S. You already know, Maxwell. Hell is they talking about? No, it can't. We don't need no global black. There ain't no global black history because all our history is in the present. Africa's history is in the past. We don't need to learn about that because that shit ain't doing nothing. We created civilization right here. What do you mean self-esteem does not exist? That sounds stupid. My self-esteem is right here and that my family is from this soil and that we built all this shit under the most duress that any other group, did not flee nowhere, stood on business, and we still alive and we still around and we still get money and still get bread. Ain't nobody work harder than us. The hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? We are the hardest working people on this planet. Talking about self-esteem. We got the most self-esteem. We the niggas who love ourselves. Everybody else hate themselves. I know, Pinky. I was just shouting you out because I'm about to get out of here. But this nigga made me go on another tirade. Talk about self-esteem. We are the creators of self-esteem. The hell is you talking about? The way we talk, the way we walk, the way we move, the way we dress, the way everything in this world we finesse. We are self-esteem. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Your land and your culture. That's right, Maxwell. We are honoring our land and our culture that comes from this soil. Africa has nothing to do with it. No Caribbeans, no nothing. No syrup, no milk, no nothing. This is foundational Black American shit. Nobody else can put no goddamn points on the board. Keep talking about a global blackness. No. To learn how you niggas was 1,000 years ago, what does that mean? You ain't done nothing in 1,000 years. You're all over there in shambles. Oh, it ain't no devil worship. Ain't no crusades, no half-breeds, no nothing. This is foundational Black American shit. And we tired of everybody trying to tether to our greatness when you niggas was great 1,000 years ago, nigga. I don't want to hear about no niggas who ain't winning right now. I'm sticking with my people because we the ones winning. Everybody else losing. What are you talking about? That's it. We the only Black people. All them other people are melanated other. Melanated other people. They're not black. We are the black people. So we can't talk about Africa because it doesn't have context in America. It don't have context in Mississippi. It don't have context in goddamn Tennessee. It don't have context here in Virginia. It don't have context in New York. Well, maybe today because it's so full of tethers. You see it, Project Leroy. You ain't changed me. You ain't changed me at all. I don't know what you need. Y'all need a stepping stool to step out of all that filth and trash that's out there. You can't get me changed. I don't know what the hell you talking about. Y'all niggas is on your own. And this is why we delineate it. This is exactly why. We try to be kind and extend a hand to motherfuckers. But y'all just don't be getting it. Y'all just don't be getting it. We're not doing that African shit no more. I'm trying not to, Pinky. But the nigga not listening. I'm trying to see. I could be like one of them niggas get mad, like, nigga, give me your rich, nigga. Get your ass out of here. I haven't even done that. Because I'm trying to let him understand and see the facts and truth for himself. Stop trying to make us into goddamn generic Africans. We're not African. We have nothing to do with Africa. And you can believe whatever the fuck you want. You have the right to believe your bullshit. But what you don't have the right to do is try to put your impressionistic bullshit onto us when we know what we from. We know our history. We know our lineage. No, that's not craving negative nothing for love. What are you talking about? We ain't all brothers. See, that whole thinking we all brothers, that's what got us fucked up now. Because we was the ones being Pan-Africanists, having a one-sided love affair, and we were getting abused and mistreated the entire time. You didn't want to learn something the easy way, so you wanted to take it the hard way, nigga. So if a moist nigga catch you, you better just relax your muscles, nigga. Relax your muscles, and you'll get through it. Because that's crazy. We the only niggas with the swag. Ain't nobody copying Africa. Africans is trying to be like us. Who say no water in Africa? Them niggas is rapping. Them niggas is trying to do everything but be a damn African. Yeah, we got Mandela out, nigga, from over here. What the hell is they talking about? And when you go over there, this is the saddest part, Project Leroy, is when you go over there to South Africa and you see where the prison he was, and then you see like, wait, he was just right there? Y'all niggas could have went and got him? That's what I'm saying. When you see like how far out, it ain't like how Alcatraz, nigga, like Alcatraz out there in the middle of the fucking Pacific, my nigga. It'd be scary as hell when you go to take the tour of Alcatraz. Nigga, you gotta go on this fucking boat and the water be hitting all hard, and then you gotta transfer to a smaller fucking boat for them to get you on to the Alcatraz, nigga. Ain't no way a nigga ever escaped Alcatraz. I don't believe that shit ever. What do you mean invaded, trespass, now swinging at family? Ain't nobody swinging at family. But when you learn you got a nigga that been living in your house and they been stealing out your damn purse or your wallet and they've been mistreating your children, mistreating you, disrespecting everything that you've been doing for them while living in your house, well, nigga, it's time to catch some hands and feet. There you go. And that's how it's going to be. And that's how it's going to be. Get these pork rinds, grits, and gravy. But you keep on being in a nigga house mistreating them, you're going to catch hands and feet. That's it. And I'm out.
Yeah. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. Yeah, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. Yeah, grits and gravy. Grandma hold it down on the porch, barbecue, pig feet, pass me the hot sauce. Uncle Ben got a shotgun, double barrel, you won't pay the price. Living in the country living the life. New York City's my wife, downtown's my mistress. I love fried eggs, ham and biscuits, and cutlass drop, Cadillac convertibles, Lincolns. We cut off the top, the block, we run the streets. We set up shop, it's all gravy, grits and pork chops. We roll tops, hops and barley, man. We see purple like Barney, man. It's funny how on farms there's pigs and chickens, and the streets got pigs and chickens. I ain't saying nothing wrong about cops and women, but if the shoe fits, wear it, y'all. You know the doggone bar ain't even scared of y'all. I'ma keep walking, I ain't scared to fall. When I know most of y'all scared to crawl. With the strength of a giant might scale a wall. Singing Negro hymns like Mahalia, y'all. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork rinds, grits, and gravy.
The Hambo, have you heard? I put most of these herbs head straight to the curb. They went flipping the birds, you know, but I did it all with a banjo, straw hat, overalls, and a pair of sandals. Smoking Winston Lights, Salems and Camels. Yelling, hurry up, boy, load up my ammo. Orange hat, jumpsuit, color of camel. 4-wheel, see if you can handle it. You ain't got fire, just enough to light a candle with. You ain't a builder, I wouldn't never hand you bricks. I hear them chirping. Without my pork rinds, grits, and gravy, I have a feel like a baby. Might even come around and have to pick up your lady and take her somewhere that's shady, but not under poplar trees and strange fruit. Part of the civil rights movement, I done found my roots. That's why I'm trying to find the truth. Only want that real shit when I come up and spit in the booth. Eat it up, regurgitate it, give it to you. Pork rinds, grits, and gravy. I see you at the barbecue. Yeah, I see you at the barbecue. Yeah.
Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy.
God, the dead has arisen.